Welcome inside the David Braley Athletic Recreation Center on your Saturday afternoon as the Mohawk Mountaineers, well, they're squaring off against St. Clair College on Saturday afternoon. OCAA women's basketball action here at the D-Bark. One team in the thick of the playoff race, and well, the other team, they're starting to find their stride. Kevin Duffy and his squad, a struggling year, an un-Mohawk year to say the least, but Saturday afternoon should prove to be a little different. Coming into today's contest, well, the Mountaineers, they sit at 4-11 on the year, and well, the St. Clair, they sit at 8-7. Greg Campbell alongside Steve Baxter. And Steve, I mean, I was talking to Kevin Duffy before this game. It's their fourth game. They're going to have a 4-game stretch over the course of 7 days. That's got to be tough if you're an athlete.
I mean, they're somehow still going to have to get some rest within those 3 days. But four games in 7 days it's going to be tough.
It's something Kevin Duffy talked to me about, saying that he's going to have a word with the OCAA about that. And he said it's one of those things, you know, it's not fair for the student athletes in particular, but we're going to have action on the court, and we're going to have tip-off underway here at the D-Bark. Mountaineers win the tip. They're set up moving right to left on your Saturday afternoon. Mountaineers early on trying to find it inside the paint. They do. Shot gets blocked and altered on the play, and good stop by St. Clair right off the bat. St. Clair brings it across, moving left to right. Logan Kusuru is going to draw the foul. She's going to head to the line for two, and already you see the mentality. They're going straight to the lane.
Yeah, and that was just a nice drive. They're being aggressive right away, trying to get points on the board right away. And St. Clair is putting up 73 points a game, and they're going right at the basket right away, so it's not surprising that they're putting up that many points a game.
So first shot is made, second up, and that is good as well. So the stars for St. Clair, that would be Kirsten Tompkins, Anna Uchalini, Logan Kusuru, as well as Jana Kusuru and Nora Bazzi. And well, for the Mountaineers, it's Sam Pockernick leading the way, along with Hannah Zinkwich, Beth Minnelly, Haley Davis, and Didi Otong rounding out the starting five for Kevin Duffy and his squad. So Otong's going to set up on the opposite side of the scorers table. She'll find the far right wing. It's going to be kicked back out to Pockernick. Pockernick match up with Ulichny or to Otong. Back into the middle. Pockernick's got it, 2 on the shot clock. Hoists a prayer right into the hands of Otong and can't convert. So a missed opportunity by the Mountaineers, and St. Clair comes back the other way. And high off glass again, right inside the paint, St. Clair goes, and they're rewarded.
And another strong drive again. Like I was just saying, they're looking to drive to the lane really early. Already have a foul call, and a nice layup from the baseline from St. Clair.
Minnelly's got on the left wing. Odo Tong straight away 3. That is going to find the hands of Sam Pockernick. It's going to be kicked out to Davis. Zinkwich, my apologies, swings it at Pockernick again, deep 3, and 2 consecutive air balls and an empty possession for Kevin Duffy and his squad. Were those the best takes they could have had there?
I mean, they could have definitely had better shots. St. Clair is playing very good defense in the last 2 possessions in a row. Mohawk has been down to the very last second to get a shot off.
And so we already have a timeout on the floor right now early on in this contest. The officials for this game, Stacey Newbigging, Broom Pelagi, and Clifton Grant are the officials taking you through Saturday afternoon OCAA women's basketball action. As we mentioned at the top of the broadcast, well, St. Clair, they sit 8-7 on the year. That's good for a tie for 5th along with Niagara. And for the Mountaineers, they're 4-11, but we began to see a lot of strides by this team offensively and defensively.
Yes. Mohawk Mountaineers just averaging 53 points a game. They are going to definitely have to step up their defense coming out of this timeout.
Pockernick, one of the big reasons why, averaging 19 points per game, shooting 41% from the field, 79% from the charity stripe. And oh yeah, by the way, she almost averages 5 rebounds a game as well. Back to the action on the court. St. Clair trying to go inside. Pockernick diving to the floor, gets her hands on it. And Kevin Duffy talked about before the game there having to be hustle energy plays from both sides, specifically his team, and you're seeing that early on.
Yes.
So St. Clair's going to get the ball in, and it's going to be a push-off offensively on St. Clair. So Jana Kusaru gets called with the push-off, and you can't extend the elbow, right?
No, you can definitely not extend the elbow.
Steve Baxter, Greg Campbell, bringing you through OCA women's basketball action here on M-Link Sports and Entertainment on your Saturday afternoon. Pockernick, a third three, and she finally gets it. And immediately Andy Kiss comes over to the scores table and calls timeout, and he is irate. You can see him on the floor. He's talking about stopping Sam Pockernick before the game, and well, Sam Pockernick has found her stroke. And even though it's a one-possession game, you can already see early on, it's only 4-3, but Andy Kiss is already concerned about how many open looks Sam Pockernick has got to this point.
Well, she's airballed those first 2 threes. One of them was a really good look, but she's a shooter. She's not going to be scared to try to get her shot. Even after 2 air balls, and we just saw it. She just drained her third three, and just like you said, they're going to try to keep an eye on Pockernick, and a 3 right away from her is not what they want.
And talking to Kevin Duffy before the game, some of the keys to this game, he said, offensively, well, simply it came down to a lot of simple matters. Don't turn the ball over. Defensively, close out with more of a pace. Execute their offense with pace, which is something we see. Some offenses are very, very quick, and some, more stagnant, and they're slow to set things up. But not slow to set up this 1-2 full court press are the Mountaineers. We'll see whether St. Clair can break it. They do beautifully. Coast to coast, high off glass, and converting on the play, Logan Kusaru, and that's how you beat a full court press.
And she has all the points right now for St. Clair.
The Mountaineers now a little frustrated on the other end. Now Pockernick ends up with a 3-on-2, kicks it to the corner. Zinkwich, too strong. Otong almost had it off the hands of a Mountaineer last. So St. Clair gets the basket in transition on the full court press break, and then they come up with a turnover.
I don't know, in my opinion. I don't even know if that went off Mohawk Mountaineers on that play, but then again, that's why I'm not a referee.
Tompkins got across the pond, ends up in the head of Lichny. Ball moved around, turnover, Mountaineers have it. Zinkwich trying to find someone, and just no Mountaineer came to her help right away. A tie-up, and it's going to favor St. Clair.
Yeah, and you know what? That was a good decision because you don't want to make any crazy passes and get a turnover. You might as well just go for the jump ball and let them set up a play and try to get a basket instead of an easy drive.
Now, Jana Kusaru leads the team, averaging 20 points per game, shoots 69% from the charity stripe, 34% from the field. And then Anna Lulichny, she averages 16 points a game. So St. Clair has 4 starters averaging double figures. And there is another easy convert on the inside, this time Jana Kusaru, who we just mentioned. Mountaineers are going to break the press. Pockernick, too strong for Otong, who almost goes into the stands there.
And St. Clair's press works on that one.
You're seeing Andy Kiss, his 6th year at the helm for St. Clair, and so far frustrating a young Mountaineer squad.
You can see how strong that the St. Clair's head coach is, and his intensity, definitely you can see it transfer into his team.
And back-to-back baskets made by Jana Kusaru. Nothing but net on that one, and the lead is up to 7. 10-3, 3 minutes gone here in the first quarter at the D-mark, and 1. So they're going to continue the motion, and an and 1 secured on the play by Hannah Zinkwich. She'll head to the line for 1, and that is a strong take, Mr. Baxter.
Yes, it is. Very strong take indeed.
So Hannah Zinkwich will head to the line to try and get the old-fashioned 3-point play. She does. Well, she's already at her season average, only averaging 3.1 points per game. Shoots 17% from the field. Doesn't matter there, though, as the Mountaineers are clawing back into the St. Clair lead.
Mohawk continuing with the press.
So far, though, this press hasn't worked. What will St. Clair do on this possession? Zinkwich trying to force a hand off the hand of Pockernick. St. Clair's going to get underneath the net with 7 on the shot clock.
And we have a substitution being made.
So substitution coming in for the Mountaineers. Alex Parente is in. Davis is out, as is Otong. 2 on the shot clock. They're trying to force it into the lane. They're going to call it off St. Clair last. Mohawk finally gets a good defensive stand.
Yes, they do. And let's see if they can get some momentum going here. They have had some pretty decent looks. Let's see if they can capitalize on this possession right here.
Well, first it's breaking the full court press, almost converting off the foot of a St. Clair player. So good idea. They move the ball fast, and that's something what you want to do to break a full court press.
And that was a nice look. That bounce pass almost went through. That would have been an amazing pass.
Driving baseline, Parente up and in. So the lead back down to 2, and Mohawk on a 5-0 run of their own. Oh,
and they almost get the press to work on that one.
And again, too strong, Jenna Kusaru. I feel like we're going to be calling her name all afternoon, partner.
Yes, we are.
And a turnover by the Mountaineers, but not.
St. Clair catches the ball out of bounds. So it will be Mountaineers basketball.
So Ulichny, no idea where she was when she got that ball.
Referees having a discussion. Don't know for sure about what yet.
So they're switched the shot clock, it looks like.
To 22 seconds.
So the Mountaineers had full possession at one point. So we say Ulichny never secured full possession, hence the 2 seconds off the shot clock. Right into the hands of the official was that pass, and well, Cliff Granton is going to hand it off to St. Clair after the turnover by the Mountaineers. So this full court press giving fits to Kevin Duffy and his squad early on.
Yes.
4 minutes in, 4-point lead.
And what a defensive play by Mohawk.
Pockernick coast to coast. She's going to draw the foul, and Sam Pockernick's going to head to the line.
Very strong take by Pockernick.
And that's something you don't want if you're Andy Kiss, is to get Sam Pockernick going.
And that was one of the key players that he wanted to stop, and she's drained a 3 and now going to the line for 2 shots. Has the potential to have 5 quick points.
Pockernick almost shooting 80% from the line. Makes the first.
Nothing but net on that one.
And that's just a shooter's touch right there. Sporting that right knee brace as she has all year, though. Both are good, so the lead is trimmed once again. Substitution coming for the Mountaineers. Davis in, Zinkwich out.
Still going with this full court press here.
Both sides do not seem to be relenting on it at any point. So St. Clair's going to try and move the ball underneath the basket. Ball swung around the perimeter. Dribble handoff to the left side. Going straight away right now is Norbazi. Turnover. Pockernick's got it. One-on-one the other way.
Pockernick's going to have to take it alone.
And she converts.
What a strong take by Pockernick. You can tell she is slowly getting into her groove.
And the Mountaineers right back in the thick of this contest. We're knotted at 12. Bozzi looking for a teammate. Should find Ulichny. Anna Ulichny, deep 3.
Again.
The lead right back to St. Clair after the Mountaineers tied it. Turnover, high off glass, converting is Bozzi. That's a 5-point swing.
That is a 5-point swing. That was just a careless turnover by Mohawk.
Kevin Duffy and his squad have to figure out this full court press. Parente being badgered in the corner. They send it on the baseline. Minutely and pass intended for the corner. Hits off Jamie Chauvin.
Mohawk Mountaineers basketball on the baseline.
Mountaineers trailing by 5. 5 minutes gone in this contest. You're watching OCA women's basketball action here on your Saturday afternoon on MLink Sports and Entertainment.
Pockernick with the cut back door. Again, Pockernick with the layup.
It's the Sam Pockernick show, something we've seen a number of times this year.
You know what? It's not surprising.
Left wing 3 thought about. It's going to be deferred. It's going to be kicked around. Straightaway shot. Too strong. Securing her own rebound. Ulichny. Bozzi. Right wing deep 2, they're going to call it. So Norbazi getting in on the action as well. And she's fronting that full court press and creates the turnover. Ulichny, bounce pass. Ball swung around. Bozzi gets it. And tic-tac-toe. Well, you see, that's 3 in a row for St. Clair. The lead again back up to 7. Minelli looking for Parente.
Almost another turnover there, and they are going to call it Mohawk Mountaineers basketball.
So the Mountaineers catch a break. Substitutions coming.
21-14 for St. Clair against Mohawk in this game currently.
St. Clair came into this contest 8-7 on the year. The Mountaineers 4-11. And they're again 8-second shot full court violation. So weren't aware on the inbound there.
No, weren't paying attention to the shot clock.
That's something fundamental that you know Kevin Duffy's not going to be happy about at any single point. Kusuru, bounce pass to the right wing for Ulichny. Get it over to Bazzi. Back to Ulichny.
And this is very good ball movement by St. Clair, keeping Mohawk on their toes. Last second shot by St. Clair. Can't quite get that three to go.
St. Clair, though, another possession. Left wing shot in and out of the toilet bowl by Tompkins. Parente's guy almost traveled on the play into the hands of... So Parente. Looking baseline.
St. Clair running a zone play, it looks like here.
Looks like they're playing like a matchup zone. Tried to go between the legs of the play of Kusuru on the play. It's going to be, again, another turnover for the Mountaineers. So Mohawk struggling to find their footing here consistently in this game. They trail by 7 with 3:05 left in the first.
And you know the head coach of Mohawk is definitely going to be talking about the careless turnovers come the break time and just how to secure the ball, just make smart plays.
Deep left wing three, that is too strong. Otong ends up with it, gets doubled right away. Didi Otong's gonna bring it across court. Nope, just gonna hand it off to Sam Pokranik. So Pokranik dictating traffic, looking for that wing pass right now. She's gonna get the screen from Chapinier that set it soft. A push on the play. It's gonna get called on Ahmed. So Kulud Ahmed, the 5'4" guard out of Windsor, Ontario, in her second year, gets called on the foul. Pokranik's gonna have it with the shot clock at 14 on the inbound. Left wing to Parente. Tried to dump it inside, ball tipped around, Pokranik has it. Forces her way into the lane, stripped by Bazzi.
Looking for the pass into the corner. Tipped by St. Clair. St. Clair basketball, bringing it up the court.
St. Clair going the other way. Ball swung around the world. Left wing pocket deep two made.
And again, excellent ball movement by St. Clair. They've been doing that since the very beginning of the game. And it seems like Mohawk just can't handle the intensity of St. Clair's offense right now.
Zinkwich has got it right near the straightaway. Over to Parente on the right wing. Otong. Right towards the cameraman. And an empty possession for the Mountaineers once again. So checking into the game, Kirsten Zelina, the 5'10" guard out of Wilkesport, Ontario, in her second year. Bazzi. Deep jumper, shot missed. Ball fumbled around, it looks like off the hands of Otong. Well, I'm wrong on that one, and that is why, partner, I am behind the booth. I thought personally that went off Didi Otong last, but all for naught. Mountaineers, largest deficit of the game at 9. Sinkwich on the right wing. Trying to find Otong. I think Andy Kiss had a good say on that one. Looked like it was a double dribble. But Mountaineers are not getting it. Sabazi kicks it to the left wing. Gets Zinkwich moving, going to the lane, ball fumbled around into the hands of, let's see who ends up with it, Sam Pokranik. Chapinier skips it to Parente. 3-on-3 the other way. Alex Parente almost again a double dribble and a turnover by the Mountaineers. Tompkins has it.
And St. Clair still playing amazing defense.
And no defense at the end there. Unaware are the Mountaineers in transition. And well, an and one opportunity coming up for Zulinu. Kirsten Zulinu, again, the 5'10" guard out of Wilkesport, Ontario. So she'll head to the line for one due to the sleepy nature of the Mountaineers' defense.
And they are going to make a full lineup change. St. Clair at the line for 2 shots. St. Clair shooting 65% from the free throw line this year. Can't get that one to go, so Mountaineers bring the ball up, swing the ball around. Tries to drive in. It will be Mohawk basketball at the baseline. Let's see if they can get a nice basket out of this line play being run.
So facing their largest deficit at this point, 11 points, Kevin Duffy and his squad. Wow.
And
Wasn't expecting that.
a rainbow three-point shot. Nothing but net on that one.
They call it a deep two. Chelsea Borg, the 5'10 guard out of Hamilton, first year of eligibility. So it looks like each team will get one possession to finish this first quarter. Too strong on the play.
20 seconds left.
Mountaineers try to claw their way back into this deficit. Minnelly's got it. It's going to skip it across the pond to Kalura. Left wing three, too strong. Bossie's got last possession, should go to St. Clair.
7 seconds.
St. Clair's got it. What are they going to do? Left wing three, Lichny is going to be missed. And that is going to be the end of 10 minutes. The first quarter is done here at the D-Bark, and the Mountaineers trail by 9. So the Mohawk Mountaineers, 4-11 coming into this game. Well, not doing themselves any favors here early on, Steve Baxter, as they trail by 9 after 10 minutes of play.
Yeah, they, like I keep on saying, Mohawk is just going to have to intensify their defense and just careless turnovers when St. Clair is full court pressing.
And the thing is, what we're seeing early on is that the Mountaineers, I mean, frankly, they've had spurts where they've come back into this game, but at no single point have they been able to stay within striking distance of St. Clair to this point.
And let's see if that can change here in this second quarter.
And the Mountaineers, defensively, we're seeing early on, giving up too many open jumpers from St. Clair at this point.
You Lichny.
And yeah, you're seeing Lou Lichny early on going at it in the paint, as is Kusaru, that's had a couple open jumpers on the evening so far. And well, again, after 10 minutes of play, they trail by 9 here early on. What do you like offensively and defensively from Mohawk so far?
Well, you know what? The shots that Mohawk is getting, they are some pretty decent looks. Even their drives are very smart, not just driving into a crowd of 3 people. They just have to be able to capitalize and hit their shots. Defensively, they are doing okay. They need to do a little bit better about switching maybe on defense, and it seems like they're having trouble for some reason guarding the corner. St. Clair is getting a lot of really open looks from 3 in the corner.
So Logan Kusaru has 6 points off 2 of 3 shooting, as does, there's 3 players right now with 6 for St. Clair. As is Jana Kusaru and Nor Bozzi, all have 6 apiece. And while Sam Pokernick leads the way, having 9 of the 16 points for the Mountaineers. Now, if you shot 50% in a quarter, partner, you'd say your team is doing pretty well. But the Mountaineers still trail by 9. And why is that? Well, the visitors are shooting 65% from the field.
Oh, my goodness.
Well, so we'll see what adjustments have been made during that mini break between the quarters. Steve Baxter, Greg Campbell bringing you through Saturday afternoon OCA women's basketball action here on M-Link Sports and Entertainment. The Mountaineers trying to find win number 5 on the season. And St. Clair 8-7 on the year, tied for 5th. They're looking to climb their way into the playoff picture. They're right in the thick of things. Back on the court, shot clock.
3 seconds.
Out. And they're going to get bailed out by a foul. So Didi Otong driving on the right side, a foul on Nor Bozzi, and that's a break if you're the Mountaineers.
Yes, it is. Mountaineers running another line play. Let's see if they can capitalize on this one.
Good defense by St. Clair. Nowhere to go for Otong. Just has to force it in. A jump ball. The possession arrow is going to favor St. Clair. So good defense right there. Not allowing anything and not being fooled by any of the motion off that set play.
Right. Substitution now being made by Mohawk College.
Kalura back in. Pokernick in. Otong is out. Ball's going to be set up on the left wing. Straight away does St. Clair have it. Bazzi swings it around.
And let's see here if they adjusted themselves on defense. For the
Bazzi.
very beginning of that possession, they were playing very good defense. And if St. Clair is going to be taking shots, the ones that you want them to take are outside shots because they are harder to hit.
Well, transition is the name of the game. Andy Kiss told me before the game, and kissing it off the glass on that play is Logan Kusaru. So again, easy transition points and another turnover by the Mountaineers.
They are just having trouble with this St. Clair full court press. St. Clair passing the ball in. Kusaru at the top. St. Clair with that ball movement. Excellent ball movement. Open three.
So that is going to be too strong. Bazzi ends up with it. And again, second chance opportunities for St. Clair, nipping the Mountaineers in the back heel right now.
And Mohawk Mountaineers just need to do a little bit of a better job boxing out. There's been too many offensive rebounds for St. Clair so far in this basketball game. And
they're pushing the pace right now, going coast to coast with the left hand. Too strong is Kusaru. Pockernick, 2-on-1 with Minley the other way. She's going to call her own number, defers, she gets it.
A nice little runner there by Pockernick. Faked the pass, but said, nope, I'm going to take this one.
And she's lucky because she picked up her dribble at the end there, but she does get the basket. So Kusaru has that on the left wing, gets Minley moving. Jumps it into the inside shot, is too strong. Beth Minley stretches it across the pond to Zinkwich.
Almost gets a strip there, but keeps control. They're going to pull it back out and set a play up.
Kalura sporting that right knee brace. Looking for Pockernick. Not looking to be threatening. Deep three off the front.
Pockernick with the offensive rebound, puts it up, can't quite hit that layup.
Bosnia's going to have it moving the other way. Mountaineers down by 11, tied for the largest lead of the game for St. Clair. Again, securing the own rebound and forcing it up was Kalursa. And a in and out three again. So inside positioning. And they're going to call an offensive foul this time on the rebounding opportunity by Kusaru. So you're seeing, even if they're getting the foul call, it seems like St. Clair just has their way in the paint on those second chance opportunities.
Yeah, like I was just saying, their Mohawk basketball team is giving up too many offensive rebounds. And also, like I just said, they just need to do a little bit of a better job boxing out.
Pockernick's got it. Can Kevin Duffy and his squad make a mini run here in the mid stages of the second quarter? That won't help matters. 3-on-2, they go the other way.
Pass was a little bit long, but it is saved.
Ball is moved around. Shot is up, a little too strong, and the Mountaineers catch a break. Pockernick go 1-on-4 the other way. She's just slowed down.
Smartly brings it back out.
So dump it in. Chapinier to the wing. Parente. Looking for Kalura, who ends up with it. So it gets screen from Chapinier. Again, not a strong screen set by Emily Chapinier at any point, but Beth Minley with the left wing three.
Very nice shot there by Mohawk. Now, this is when they definitely need to capitalize on defense. They're only down by 8, 29-21 for St. Clair.
Little momentum as you hear the defense chants pick up for the Mountaineers ladies squad right now. Parente, little bumping action. She's going to get called on the foul, and Kusaru will head to the line.
And like you said before, Greg, we're going to be calling Kusaru's name a lot this game.
Well, between Jana and Logan Kusaru, I'm assuming they're sisters at this point by the last names. Jana averages 20 points per game, and while Logan, not too shabby herself, averages 10 points per game, shoots 40% from the field, including 74% from the charity stripe, and averages 6 rebounds a game as well. And we're seeing the rebounding total. I mean, for the Mountaineers, it's been a struggle here early on.
Very, very solid stats there. Kusaru drains the first one, nothing but net.
So only a 1 rebound differential in the box score after the first quarter, but it doesn't seem that way with the second chance opportunities. So lead extended for St. Clair.
Ball pressure, ball pressure.
Press is broken by the Mountaineers.
Mountaineers running a
Parente's
play.
got it. She'll move it over to Minley. Looking for Pockernick backdoor, doesn't get it. Parente gets her defender moving into the lane. Off the right hand, off glass, in and out. Pockernick. Second chance, and she can't get that one to go.
That was a really strong effort by Pockernick. She just had an offensive rebound over 3 other girls.
Can St. Clair go the other way? Nope. No look pass intended on the play from Kusaru to her sister and Logan.
Very nice defensive sequence there from Mohawk.
So a 2-2-1 full court press ends up with a turnover and a basket once again, Jana Kusaru. Kevin Duffy and his squad have not made the adjustments to this full court press. That doesn't help. And one.
What a steal there by St. Clair, and their full court press is just dominating right now.
Jana Kusaru, 4 straight points off 2 consecutive turnovers by Kevin Duffy and his squad. Cue a slate, almost the whole bench emptied by Kevin Duffy in this situation. See if the lineup change can help create a break from the stagnation in this full court press.
St. Clair at the line for 2. There is 5 minutes and 24 seconds left in this second quarter.
So she gets the old-fashioned 3-point play and a timeout on the floor. So the Mountaineers facing their largest deficit in this game, trailing by 14 points, 36 by 15, 36-21. They trail St. Clair right now. And partner, I think it simply just comes down to they do not have an answer to this full court press right now.
No, definitely not. And I feel like since they haven't been doing well with it up until this point, and I think it's just getting into their heads right now. The inbounder is just sees the open man, and St. Clair just closes out on them very, very quickly, and it's just predictable passes.
So the Mountaineers are looking to break their 2-game losing streak, their last game while they lost against Fanshawe College. Up in Fanshawe, 92-44. A bit of a beatdown, to say the least, for Kevin Duffy and his squad, but they are among the top teams in the country. And while St. Clair comes into this game on a 1-game win streak, courtesy of a win at U of T Mississauga, in which they won by, coincidentally, the exact same score, 92-44.
Both teams coming back out now out of the timeout.
So the Mountaineers, having played this past Thursday, well, they're back in action here this Saturday afternoon on Abilene Sports and Entertainment as another turnover. Then they play again on Tuesday, and then on Friday, all here at the D-Bark. But again, a 4-game span over 7 days, and this is not helping matters as the lead, the largest of the game, at 17 with 5 minutes left in the first half. They do break the full court press this time, though, and Zinkwich with the pocket right corner, too.
And what a 3. That was a much-needed basket by Mohawk after 3 turnovers in a row, costing them 6 points.
The bleeding has been continuing in the earlier stages here on your Saturday afternoon. And the defense collapses, and the beneficiary, and the long 2 is made on the play by Jamie Chauvin. So open opportunities and turnovers forced by St. Clair at this point, and hence why they have a 17-point lead. Otong. You can see she's struggling with that left hand when forced with pressure. To Zinkwich. Andreas. Try to cross it over back to Zinkwich.
And St. Clair is just switching on every single screen that's being set, and I think that is bothering Mohawk a little bit because they can't get the open man.
So a shot clock violation they're going to call it. There is say that St. Clair never had full possession at any single point. It was at 2 when they had the turnover there. Kevin Duffy arguing that they did have the ball. So the officials right now, Clifton Grant, Stacey Newbingen, going to discuss things. And Clifton Grant's going to say, nope, it's going to be St. Clair's possession. So the Mountaineers are going to switch to this 2-3 high zone, looking to find an answer defensively for that of St. Clair.
St. Clair with that ball movement.
And moving it beautifully. And Kusaru, left wing 3, too strong. High point in the rebound was an opportunity for St. Clair. Goes off them last, and the Mountaineers will have possession.
3 minutes and 53 seconds left in this second quarter. If it's a 17-point game, 40-23, if you're going to want to get something going, it's going to be right now.
We'll see what Clair does on this possession. Hand off to Otong. Mohawk potato. No one being assertive in the lane right now. Clair is going to get bumped on the play. She's going to get bailed out by the foul by Kaylee Chauvin, the 5'10 forward. Ruthven, Ontario, in her first year of eligibility. Partner, where is Ruthven?
You know what? I am going to be totally honest. I don't think I've ever heard of that.
We're going to find that out when we get the opportunity. And, ooh, hitting the ground strong on that play and heading to the line, Haley Davis. So a tough fadeaway jumper, but she will head to the line. And, I mean, when you're a team that's not seeing the ball go through the basket normally, well, the best opportunities, I think, are at the charity stripe. Time stops, and you have a free opportunity.
Yeah, not only at the charity stripe, just very close buckets, in between, like, the 10-foot range and closer. I think that's the shots that they need to try to get right now.
Haley Davis, since returning from an injury, has started 5 of the 6 games she's played in this year, only averaging 2.5 points per game.
Second free throw made. Mohawk going back to that 2-3 zone.
We'll see what they do with it here, and you can see how high pressing it is. They want to force it into the lane. They got to be careful of those backdoor cuts, though, right now. Ball moved around brilliantly by St. Clair. And a left wing 3, and, well, wouldn't you know it, once again, Jana Kusaru with the open shot.
And she is just on fire this game.
Again, another left wing open 3 opportunity, and the thing is, St. Clair is making them count at this point. And Kevin Duffy and his squad, no answers. Chauvin's going to get called on the foul, and because of the ticky-tacky nature, unfortunately, the bonus situation rears its ugly head here for St. Clair. So this is the only kind of minor blimp they've had here in the first half, is they've been very aggressive defensively. But with 3 minutes left here in the first half, well, anytime the Mountaineers get fouled from this point forward, they're heading straight to the line.
Yes, and that's, I mean, being the Mountaineers right now, that's what you want. And because they're in bonus, you would think you should see them driving to the lane for the next few possessions in this last 3 minutes of the quarter.
So Beth Manley tries to get going for the Mountaineers. They trail by 17. Under 3 minutes left here in the first half at the D-bar. Kusaru into the paint. Back up to Kusaru. And where are the defense for the Mountaineers? Too strong. Zinkwich is going to end up with it. Pocknet. Will she call her own number? Slows it down. Back to Zinkwich. Zinkwich into lane. Off the right hand, off glass. Too strong. So St. Clair continues to push the bleeding here at the D-bar. Kusaru. To left wing. Ends up in Tompkins. Ball moves around back to Tompkins. Ball deflected by Clair. Kusaru's got it. 3 on the shot clock. Pull-up jumper. Too strong again. Second chance opportunity.
Offensive rebound by St. Clair. And this is something that I was just talking about on the break. The Mohawk Mountaineers just need to capitalize on boxing out.
And look at the ball movement by St. Clair. Kirsten Tompkins is going to head to the line, the 5'5" guard out of Sarnia, Ontario, in her first year. Again, they're moving that ball so quickly against the zone that Kevin Duffy and his team, well, they can't set their feet defensively at any point, and they're getting confused, quite frankly, in their assignments.
And it just seems like Mohawk doesn't have any answer for it. And because it's been like that for majority of the game, you do not see them going away from their offensive scheme.
Tompkins will head to the line. 5th in the team in scoring, starting in 12 to 14 games she's played this year. Averaging 9.4 points per game, shoots 67% from the line. Also a 34% shooter from the field. So Minley, we're under 2 minutes here in the first half at the D-bar. OCA women's basketball action here on your Saturday afternoon. Steve Baxter, Greg Campbell bringing you through that here on MLink Sports and Entertainment.
Walker-Nick with the deep 3. Can't quite get that one to go.
It's going to be off the hand of St. Clair last. The Mountaineers will get another opportunity. It's going to be on the side out here, so we'll see if they draw it up any differently. right near that baseline. An awkward area, to say the least, for an inbound play. Parente's got on the right wing. Across the pond to Pockernick. Tip off the hands of, they're going to say, Pockernick last. I'm not sure if Tompkins got her hand on the ball at any point.
And she is kind of waving her hand right there. I think the ball might have jammed her finger a little bit on that one.
We'll see how she is. Not good are the Mountaineers at this point. 17-point lead, the largest of the game for St. Clair. Minutely High Points the rebound. Sinkwich. Gonna call her own number. Bullies her way into the paint, too strong.
Can't quite get that left-handed layup to go, so St. Clair now coming down with the basketball.
Tompkins. Outlet to Lichny. To Tompkins. To the left wing for Mara. Across the pond. Ball moved around. Look at this tic-tac-toe.
This ball movement.
And an open shot, and again, the ball movement comes up, and scoring on the play is Tompkins. My apologies, Anna Lulichny.
And not only is their ball movement very good right now, they're hitting all of their open shots.
St. Clair all over the Mountaineers here on your Saturday afternoon. Chapigny not looking to do anything with it, but hand it off to Parente. Skipped it across the court, over the hand of Pockernick. Again, Pockernick's not a 6'5" tight end on that one, so a little difficult to come up with. You can see the body language. Sam Pockernick very frustrated right now. You can see it in her eyes, in her arms, and the Mountaineers just trying to find some sort of momentum at any point here in the late stages of the first half. Off the right foot, right hand, and a strong take made by Ahmed. The Mountaineers will have the last possession.
10 seconds left in this half.
Down by 22 points.
4 seconds.
Pockernick, what's she going to do? Calls her own number. She's going to draw the foul. She'll head to the line with 1.3 left in the first half.
And if she can hit both of these, she can make it a 20-point game. It is 48-26 for St. Clair with 1.3 seconds left in this half.
So Sam Pockernick averaging 11 points per game, more than this team's next leading scorer in Beth Minnelly, who averages 8.1 per game. Pockernick makes the first. Averages 19 a game, shoots 79% from the stripe. Barring a full court pass and shot, I would say they're just going to inbound the ball here.
Are we going to see some magic now from St. Clair?
I will put my bank account on not.
Nope. And they're just going to play it smart and let the second quarter run out.
So at the end of 20 here at the D-Bark, well, the Mountaineers have some adjustments to make, to say the least. They trail by 20, 48-28, the visitors lead after 20 minutes of action here at the D-Bark. The Mohawk Mountaineers, I mean, they came into this contest 4-11, Steve, and St. Clair 8-7, and in the thick of things in the playoff, and they're right in the thick of things in the playoff race right now, and they're asserting their will here early on.
Yes, I mean, they are just having their way with the Mountaineers right now. Everything seems to be working. Like I keep saying, the ball movement is very good. They're capitalizing on all of their open shots, and Mohawk just doesn't have an answer for it.
And leading the way, one of those players, Kirsten Tompkins, she averages 9.4 points per game. And I mean, the 5'5" guard out of Sarnio, she's done a good job, but it's also been the show of Janet Kusaru and her sister Logan Kusaru, to say the least.
And yes, between the two of them, averaging 15 points a game. And since they're sisters, they've grown up together, so that chemistry between the two of them will be there.
Yeah, and Sam Pockernick is trying to do what she can for the Mountaineers at this point. We'll see what adjustments are going to be made for Kevin Duffy and his squad heading into the break. So after 20 minutes of action here at the D-Bark, well, it's St. Clair that has the lead. For Steve Baxter and myself, Greg Campbell, we'll be back with second half action here at the D-Bark. Will Kevin Duffy and his squad make the halftime adjustments needed? We'll find out. We are back inside the D-Bark looking at action around the OCA right now. While George Brown, St. Lawrence going at it right now. George Brown leads 80-63. Tipping off at 4 p.m. Centennial and Algonquin get it going. U of T Mississauga, who actually lost to the same St. Clair College team 92-44 the other day, are playing Sheridan right now. They're almost through 3 quarters, 44-24 the score of that one. And at 6 p.m., Humber and the Sioux go at it. Back here at the D-Bark, well, it was a struggle of a first half, to say the least, for the Mountaineers as they trail by 20, 48-28. Second half basketball action coming up here on M-Link Sports and Entertainment. Steve Baxter alongside myself, Greg Campbell, bringing you through OCA women's basketball action here on your Saturday afternoon. And we'll see what adjustments Kevin Duffy and his squad have made coming out of the break. Minnelli gets the dribble handoff, tried to find Parente, and again, another miscue right off the start of the third quarter.
And that is definitely not what Mohawk wants to see. That's not what the head coach wants to see, especially after all the turnovers in the first half.
Speaking of turnovers, well, the Saints had 15 points off the turnovers of the Mountaineers, while the Mountaineers had just 9 points off turnovers. Bazzi, one of the main scorers here in the first half at the D-Bark. Ball is going to be swung around. Bazzi screaming, calling for it. This will be off a Mountaineer last, off Beth Minnelli, and they'll have the ball with 5 on the shot clock. So we'll get into some of the halftime stats when we get an opportunity. Bazzi's got it. In and out of the toilet bowl again, second chance opportunity. The storylines continuing here in the early stages of the third quarter.
And that's 2 offensive rebounds right in a row for St. Clair.
Good box out on the play. Parente ends up with it 2-on-2 with Pockernick the other way, fumbles the ball. Pockernick gets it.
Drives baseline.
He's going to find Parente, too strong into the hands of, it's going to be a foul. Haley Davis will head to the line. So again, not very fluid in their offensive transition on that one. They could have had 2 potentially. They do head to the line, but you don't like how sloppy it's coming out right now.
No, like I keep on saying, just too many turnovers in the first half, and it just carries on right away in the second half. That is not what they want to see at all.
It's a Kusaru show here at the D-Bark right now. Jana is 6 of 12 from the field, including 5 of 7 from within the arc. 14 points, 5 rebounds. And Sister Logan, well, she's got 10 points herself. She's 3 of 4 from the field.
Mohawk cannot hit that second free throw, so St. Clair coming down with the basketball. And what a steal by Mohawk, coming down with the fast break.
Pockernick's got it to Zinkwich, to Parente. They call for that high screen from Davis. Off the zone screen. Davis doesn't seem to do anything once she set the screen, though, but does end up with the ball. Looks for Pockernick backdoor, finds her too strong.
And that was a really nice backdoor pass. Pockernick is upset with herself on that one.
Kusaru skipped it over to her teammate. It's Tompkins. Bazzi fighting for it on the floor right now. Who's got it? It's going to be a jump ball. It's going to favor the Saints. So we saw that a lot in the first half. A lot of open opportunities for Nor Bazzi, who is kind of the third person forgotten in the scoring mix, but she's been lethal when she's been open.
Yes, she has. And she's the third, what did you say, the third top scorer of the team?
Based on my stats, yes, she is the team's third leading scorer to this point.
But from what we've seen so far, it seems like she's closer to the number 1 spot. She is capitalizing on everything that she's been doing as St. Clair drills another 3-point shot.
Anna Lulichny, the Takasami, Ontario native, with a pocket right 3 and the lead again big right now for the Saints. We're playing, we could say, ungodly here. Through about 22 minutes of action at the D-Bark. Minnelli, too strong. Rebound, Kusaru. Jana looking up court. No look to Bazzi. Pass corner. Nice little touch pass, and again, a deep 2. This time Logan with the basket.
And it looks like they are just having fun out there, smiling.
Right now, it looks like the Saints are playing chess while the Mountaineers are playing checkers. Kevin Duffy and his squad gotta find an answer. They gotta find a way back into this game. These backdoor cuts aren't doing it offensively at
3
this
seconds
point.
on the shot clock. Pockernick,
She gets the tough one to go.
Nice left-handed layup there.
Not how you draw it up if you're Kevin Duffy, but hey, sometimes you gotta get baskets like that if you want to get back into a game. Bozzi, cross court. Tompkins, bounce pass inside to Jana. Oh my goodness, beautiful reverse layup on the play by Kusuru.
I feel like the Mohawk defense could have put a little bit more pressure on that layup there. They just kind of let her go. It was a very nice layup, but I feel like they could have capitalized more on that defense.
Pockernick to send it to the wing. On the left side are the Mountaineers. Parente, deep three. Whoa! Alex Parente with the deep three draws the oohs and ahs from the crowd.
Yes, she does. St. Clair.
22-point lead for the Saints. We're coming off a win on Thursday versus U of T Mississauga.
And St. Clair again with that ball movement. Just amazing ball movement.
Norbazi with the left wing three. So a pair of substitutions coming up for Andy Kiss and his squad. Parente on the right wing matched up with Baze. To Davis. And off to Minley. Minley being forced way beyond the three-point arc. 6 on the shot clock. Sinkwich trying to find something. So it had to be forced to take it. It's going to be in the hands of Pockernick. A prayer off the sideboard.
Gets the shot off in time, but just can't hit the rim on that one. So St. Clair will have the ball out of bounds.
And good, strong defense by the Saints.
Substitution being made now. St. Clair with the basketball, bringing it up from their end. 5 minutes and 50 seconds left in this third quarter, 19 on the shot clock. And let's see if St. Clair can keep up this ball movement.
The Saints, around the world they go. Nice little fake on the play, right wing three, got it!
And again, St. Clair capitalizing on their offense. What a three. It is now 61-33 for St. Clair.
Anna Lulichny with the great fake out on the play. No Mountaineer defender near her, and well, she makes it rain. And Yenna has got it on the other side.
St. Clair fast breaking. Can't quite get the layup to go. Mohawk with the rebound, trying to make a fast break of their own.
Minley's going to pull up. Sinkwich, deep two, way too strong. Into the hands of Tompkins. Tompkins has it.
Oh.
She's going to get, the ball's going to be tipped around. Into the hands, left wing three, right near the save.
Another three by St. Clair.
Ulichny again with the deep three. Back-to-back threes for Anna Ulichny. And the lead, the largest in the game, 31 for the Saints. Minley, right wing. She responds to deep right wing three.
Mohawk has started this second half off very well. They just need to get some stops on the defensive end. Their offense looks good, but their defense is still a little bit shaky.
Ulichny got it over to Chauvin. Chauvin looking for something.
Mid-range jump shot put up. Can't hit that one. Mohawk bringing the ball up.
Zinkwich has it. Mountaineers moving left to right. Coming off a loss Thursday. Got 4 games over the next 7 days. Do Kevin Duffy and his squad have?
Foul being called there on St. Clair. We have a Mountaineer going to the free throw line.
So Kalira will head to the line for some 2 free throws. So the leading scorers at the break, well, coming into the third quarter, was a 50-28 lead for St. Clair College, the Saints. And well, it was Jana Kusuru that led the way with 14 points, 5 rebounds. Her sister in Logan had 10, and then it was Sam Pockernick doing the brunt to the scoring on the other end. 13 points off 4 of 11 shooting from the field. Minley tries baseline. She's going to get the foul called, so this time the baseline drive does work out for the Mountaineers, and Beth Minley will head back to the line.
Being aggressive. Like I said, being aggressive coming right out of the half. They just need to get some stops on the defensive end. And not only that, just stop allowing so many offensive rebounds.
Beth Minley, the team's lead scorer, averaging 8.1 points per game, shoots 73% from the charity stripe. Also averages 7.8 rebounds a game as well. Goes 1 and 2 on that trip. Too strong on the play for the Saints. So a rare turnover by St. Clair, and Mountaineers will end up with it.
3 minutes and 50 seconds left in this third quarter. The score is 64-37 for St. Clair.
Otong's got on the left wing. Hand off to Parente. Find Minelli. Gets Bazzi moving. Pull-up jumper. Contested. Too strong. Bazzi secures the rebound. Bazzi pushing the pace. Nice little cross-court pass. Bazzi ends up with it again. Around the world we go. Pocket left corner. 3, and well, what do you know? Same result. This time Chauvin with the long 2, they're going to call it.
They are just hitting all their long jump shots, even if that wasn't a 3. It seems like they are shooting a ridiculous percentage for 3.
Ulichny and 1. Anya Ulichny sizes up. Alex Parente goes, creates the contact, and will head to the line for 1. A strong take for the Saints.
That was a very, very nice finish on that take.
So Anna Ulichny. A strong third quarter here. Had 8 points coming into the second half, 2 of 3 from the field, including 3 of 4 from the charity stripe. The team's second leading scorer, averaging 16 points per game, shoots 75% from the charity stripe, averages almost 5 rebounds a game, and nearly 3 steals a game. Partner, looking at the stats, the Saints have almost 3 players in their lineup averaging 3 steals a game or more. That's insane.
And you can totally see that throughout this entire game. Every time St. Clair has been full court pressing Mohawk, they have been getting the steals, getting the stops, and again, just capitalizing on every single mistake that Mohawk has been making.
Freckleton's going to check into the game for the first time, the 5'5" guard out of Windsor, Ontario, in her second year of eligibility. So Andy Kiss and his squad, well, they're sitting pretty here on your Saturday afternoon on Emily Sports and Entertainment. Steve Baxter, Greg Campbell bringing you through OCA women's basketball action here at the D-Bark. A timeout on the floor called by Kevin Duffy. And quite frankly, partner, we thought we might see a different result here in the third quarter in terms of the turnaround of play, but the storyline has been the exact same since the moment of the tip-off up until this timeout for St. Clair.
Yeah, and you know what? They have stepped up a little bit on defense for the most part, but it seems like right near the end of their St. Clair's possession, they just don't shift over to that very last person that seems to be standing in the corner, and St. Clair's just been capitalizing on it. They've been playing nice defense up until the very last second.
The Saints have 4 players coming into this game averaging double figures, including both Kusarus as well as Bazzi and Ulichny. And those 4 players we just mentioned, well, I mean, they're just putting in the work here on your Saturday.
Very entertaining to watch here.
And the thing is, you're seeing how snappy their passes are, too. No one's softening these passes at any single point. These things are coming out like fastballs every single time they're passing the ball around. And that's setting off the defenders of the Mountaineers because they're on their toes the entire time, because at this point, they're having to move consistently, and they have no idea where to position themselves. So 3 minutes, just under 3 left here in the third. 32-point lead for the Saints. Freckleton came up with the rebound there. Pockernick with the steal, and then missed shot.
Can't quite get that layup to go.
Bazzi the other way. 4-on-4. She's got to have her head up. Getting doubled, no matter. Finds her teammate, and finding the basket is Zelina. Kirsten Zelina, the 5'10" guard out of Wilkesport, Ontario, with the basket.
Mohawk.
Will the Saints find 100 points in this game is a question we might have answered in the next 12 minutes or so. 5 on the shot clock. Otong. Right into a waiting Zelina. So they're actually going to call Marissa Mara on the grab, the 5'5" guard out of Sarnia in her second year. And again, we saw this in the first quarter. Or it was the second quarter, my apologies. Again, just very aggressive defense. This time a little later, but the bonus comes up again for the Mountaineers.
Right. And St. Clair's defense, again, just at the end of that possession, they've been playing very good defense and making Mohawk not be able to shoot until like the last 3 seconds of the shot clock, making Mohawk put up kind of ridiculous shots that they don't want to be shooting.
Well, and they'll take the free throw shooting. A DDO Tong only shoots 54% from the line, and well, you saw it in that trip there as they win that mini battle there, and they're winning the game big right now.
And I think that was a little ticky-tack foul on Mohawk.
Chapinier is going to get called for that. That's her second of the contest.
St. Clair has the ball on the baseline.
So they're going to find Bazzi on the right wing. 3. And that is in and out again, though. A offensive rebound by Annie Kiss's squad. This time on the left wing, and that gets into the net. Jamie Scholven.
The second chance points that St. Clair is getting in this game is just outstanding. It's insane, the second chance points.
Parente, match up with Freckleton. Gonna try and get inside position, too strong. Oton trying to find the rebound. Freckleton ends up with it. Bazzi, matched up with Didi Otong, gets her moving. Pocket left corner, 3, too short. Bazzi saves it. It's gonna be off the hands of Pockernick. Nope, they're gonna call it off Bazzi. So Bazzi caught that out of bounds before reestablishing her feet, and it's Mountaineers' possession.
74-37 for St. Clair.
Doubling up the Mountaineers right now to this point.
Yes, I mean, I don't want to say this game is over, but they're going to definitely want to make it respectable.
Let's see what Kevin Duffy and his squad have drawn up for the last 11 minutes or so of this contest. Too strong by Pockernick. It's going to be a hustle play by Otong, but off her hands last.
Now, let's see if Mohawk can step up their defensive pressure in these last 55 seconds of the third quarter.
Mohawk content to send kind of a soft 1-2-2 full court press. Bozzi's going to find Freckleton, touch little pass inside, but a block by Emily Chapinier. Rare defensive block. Pockernick the other way, and too far ahead of her. So they do something great defensively, Steve, and then they just come up empty on the offensive end.
Just the pass was just a little bit too long. The right idea, exactly what they wanted to do, just a little bit lighter on the pass. St. Clair.
So it's going to be off Zinkwich last. So Freckleton will have it. To get it to Bozzi. Bozzi's going to, nope, there's not a screen set. She's going to kick it back out to Zelina. Freckleton, left hand, hand off to deep 3. That shot is missed by Bozzi. And a second chance. And again, the Saints heading back to the line. Kirsten Zelina in on that one. She'll head back to the line, the Wilkesport, Ontario native.
.18 seconds left. St. Clair at the line for 2. And hits front rim on that one. Can't get it to go.
So Zelina started 12 of the 15 games she's played in this year. Only averages 1.7 points per game. Makes good on that one, though. So, consumed by the score differential, it wouldn't be a bad idea for Mohawk to go quickly in this possession. Kalira trying to find Pockernick backdoor, doesn't work. Chapinier trying to create separation underneath, ends up in the hands of Zinkwich. Pockernick into the lane between 4 Saints and gets it to go.
Nice layup there by Pockernick. Very soft touch off the backboard. Beautiful.
Sam Pockernick splits 4 Saint defenders, kisses it off the glass. The bank is open on your Saturday afternoon, and she'll head to the line for 1. But we'll get a quick inbound after the free throw here.
And she hits it. And again, they just let the 0.8 seconds run out at the end of the third. We are looking at 75-40 for St. Clair.
We're through 3 here at the D-Mark, a 35-point lead for the Saints. And well, Andy Kiss and his squad, they have just been firing all afternoon. And partner, you look up at the scoreboard there with some of our replays. I mean, it's those open wing 3s or pocket 3s. Those are the best shots you can take statistically from an offensive standpoint, and well, they're just killing them from that range.
And I think I mentioned that before the half. They're getting very good ball movement and always finding the open man in the corner. And not only that, St. Clair is able to capitalize on those corner shots.
They have the Mountaineers defenders on their heels at this point, and for Kevin Duffy and his squad, well, I think it's about winning this quarter at this point and working on the little things moving forward. I mean, some of the keys he talked to me before the game, he said don't turn over the ball. I wouldn't say they've done a good job of that at that point. Close out defensively, yeah, I wouldn't say they've done too good job of that either. Said play with energy, make more energy plays. We have seen that for the most part. I mean, they are hustling, but the one key thing he was talking to me about is that in their last matchup, he was talking about the concept of thinking versus athleticism. And he was saying the more his players overthought things, well, they can't react naturally and athletically to their sets, because guess what? They're trying to think about where they have to go at this point.
Right.
And I think we're seeing a lot of this in the same contest right now, is that simply the Mountaineers are just trying to think of where they have to position themselves. And by the time they're thinking about it, well, the ball's already in the net because the Saints, all 5 players in the court have already touched it.
Right. And just like you said, just overthinking. Every time a Mountaineer seems to get trapped somewhere on the court, they have just been seeming to panic and throw the ball away, thinking that a man is open, and just careless passes.
Anna Ulichny had 8 points coming into the second half. Well, she's the game's leading scorer now. Well, tied second technically behind Sam Pokranik, who's got 18 at this point, 33% from the field, 6 of 18 to be exact. Ulichny, 17 points. Kusuru's got 12, and Anna, as does Jana's, got 16. Bazi's got 11, and Jamie Chauvin's got 7. So a lot of scoring going on for Andy Kiss and his squad. And the rebounding difference is not as big as you think. It's only 33 to 24, but it's off those opportunities they've been actually able to convert, I'd say, like 75% of the time.
Oh, at the very least. Every time they've gotten an offensive board, they've been able to capitalize.
Miscommunication on the play right there between Tompkins and Kusuru.
And a rare turnover by St. Clair on that play.
Something we haven't seen a lot of this afternoon. So the Mountaineers, see if they can win the quarter at least here. They'll be back on action here at the D-Bark on Tuesday evening at 6 p.m. And of course, you can watch that on M-Link Sports and Entertainment. Deep right wing 3 made by Kalira. Steve Baxter, Greg Campbell bringing you through OCA women's basketball action here on your Saturday afternoon. Ball moving again. They move this so crispy left or right. It's a little too strong off the one-footed floater on the play by Kusuru. Kalira's got it the other way. Defers to Pokranik. Pokranik drawing out her defender and Ulichny. A turnover right into the hands of Usuru. Off glass, and what do you know it, another basket off the turnover. Kusuru makes it again.
And like you were saying before, St. Clair has been making passes that have just been zip passes right to their teammate very quickly, but Mohawk's passes have just been a little bit soft and easy to steal. Not really putting any zip on it at all.
Tompkins is going to be inbounding, probably going to get it over to Ulichny. Team's lean scored through 3 with 17. Pokranik on the other side with 18. 34-point lead for the Saints here at the D-Bar. Looking to keep that ball on the right wing. Do the Saints do? Too strong. Kalira with it. Looks like she poked the eye at Tompkins on that one. She's slow to get up, moving back the other way. Kalira right wing 3. That's in and out of the toilet bowl. Davis with the hustle, but just out of the outstretched arms of her.
St. Clair bring the ball up. It is 77 to 43 for St. Clair with just under 8 minutes left in this last quarter.
Chauvin sets the screen for Tompkins. Too strong on that one. Flying around are the Saints. Davis hits the floor. The
Puts her body on the line.
Minelly zip over to Zinkwish and didn't have awareness where her feet were on the line.
Gets the pass and is stepping out of bounds.
That's not what you want, partner.
No, that is not what you want. And it seems like this type of stuff has just been happening all game. It just hasn't been Mohawk Mountaineers game today.
Emily Andreas checks back into the game. See what the Saints have drawn up here. Ulichny, pull up. He's going to kick into the pocket right corner. And that is going to be in and out. So a rare miss by the Saints on an open opportunity by Zelina.
But again, got an open look from the corner. It just, Mohawk has not been able to play defense on that corner, it seems.
Pockernick is going to be content to bring it all the way back out. And take a screen. Minelli's got it. 4 on the shot clock. And partner, that possession sums up this game so far.
Yeah.
It's just no one's willing to be aggressive at any point early on. They're deferring to set their offense way high out instead of penetrating the defense. And it creates hard and awkward opportunities when you have to drive it from outside the three-point line with like 3 on the shot clock.
Right.
Andres
Steal.
is going to end up with it. Pockernick, right wing.
Was looking at that cross-court pass, just decided not to. Good decision by Pockernick.
Dictating the offense. Andreas ends up with it. Deep 3. Oh!
And drills that one.
Surprise 3-pointer by Emily Andreas. Only averages 1.8 points per game. Shoots 50% from beyond the arc. She's going to get called for a foul on the floor, too.
St. Clair basketball.
Wouldn't be your first take, I would say, in your offensive set, but it worked. Kusuru. Kicks it. Again, left wing corner. Shot miss.
Right.
Pushing around.
Right
a second
to the corner
chance.
again.
Another opportunity. Third time's the charm. Jana Kusuru.
And again, a wide open corner 3, which is what I have been saying. And offensive rebounds by St. Clair. Mohawk has not been able to box their assignment out.
Just an ill-advised shot on that one by Emily Andres. She looked up at the scoreboard after that one, realizing there's probably not the right take. So Bazi's going to check back in. Ulichny out.
St. Clair basketball bringing the ball out. And nice little crossover there by Bazzi.
Freckleton into the lane off the right hand. Too strong. Secured by Davis. Davis trying to find an outlet. Finds Pockernick. Pockernick. Take a screen from Davis. Content to sit right by that free throw line. Minelli. So they find her teammate. Into the hands of Andreas. Off the handoff from Borg. 1 on the shot clock. Oh, they're going to get bailed out. Nora Bazzi is beside herself with a foul there. Does she have a case?
She cannot believe it. I mean, you know what? That could have went either way. There was contact, but I don't think anyone would have been upset with a no call there either.
So Haley Davis will head to the line, averaging 2.5 points per game.
5 minutes, 35 seconds left in this game. It is 79-47 for St. Clair.
Sporting that white headband. The thing is, that is a 3-point free throw opportunity. So a rare miscue by the Saints.
Third free throw and hits front rim. Can't get that one to go. St. Clair with the rebound and now seeing what they can do on offense.
Saints have it on the right wing. It'll be moved across back to the center lane. Bazzi's got it straight away. The pull up right off the left side. Shot miss. Rebound Borg. Outlet Minelli. Minelli's going to side step a Saint. She's going to go with the right hand. A little too strong. Tried securing her own rebound. And a foul on the floor by Zelina.
And
so they're gonna get, they're gonna say before the shot, it seems like, on the floor. So Mountaineers will have it underneath the basket with 14 on the shot clock.
And let's see if they can get a nice shot out of this line offense. Whenever they've run this play, it seems like they haven't really gotten an open oh, and as I say that, Kalora gets an open look, fakes it, takes it in for the nice layup on the baseline.
They say fake it till you make it. Worked on that one.
Commentator's curse. Or, as I should say, blessing in that case.
On the other end, spoke a little too soon. Norbazi will head back to the line for 2. Just asserting her will into the paint on that one. The team's third leading scorer, averaging 10 points a game.
And swishes the first shot.
Shoots 78% from the charity stripe, 40% from the field. Also averages 4.3 rebounds a game, 2.6 steals, and 1.5 steals a game.
And I like those stats. Bozzy, it seems like she just does everything on the court. One of those, like, Draymond Green type of players that just does everything you need.
I have no words to describe that offensive set as the Saints end up with it. She is a three-point, she's 50% from the three-point arc, Emily Andreas, but I would not say that is her strong suit, to say the least, especially at these stages of the game. Freckleton's going to go off the glass, up over the backboard to the other side. A substitution coming for Andy Kiss and his squad. Claude Ahmed's going to check back into the game, the 5'4" guard out of Windsor, Ontario in their second year.
Kalura. Mohawk bringing the ball up.
Minley or Andreas. Almost out of bounds was Zinkwich on the play. Had to find someone now. She picked up her dribble. Kalura, left wing 3. That's too strong. And a rebound by the Saints into the hands of who did you know, but it's Norbazi. Bozzy dictating the offense. Crosses over right to left. Pocket left corner ends up in the hands of a Saint. Freckleton streaks under the lane, doesn't get it. Bozzy's got it. 7 on the shot clock. Calling for a screen. Does she get it?
Doesn't use the screen. Mid-range jump shot and makes that shot. What a shot by Bozzy. She is just playing phenomenal this game.
Bozzy with the pull-up jumper there. Faked the crossover, deferred the screen, and makes it work. Zinkwich. He's got to be careful for a carry there.
The ball tipped.
Kalura's got it now. Look how far she is beyond the three-point arc. Trying to find something. 4 on the shot clock. Zinkwich drives baseline up and in.
And very nice drive there. Being aware of the shot clock with the pump fake gets the defender to bite, and very nice layup on the baseline.
Freckleton on the other end. Can she respond? A little too strong. Kalura's content to let that run out of bounds, and a substitution coming with 3:07 left. Tompkins is going to check in. Bozzy is out. Chapinier in. Otong in. Borg out. Andreas out. As is Zinkwich. And checking in for the first time is Ruth Kangyangu, the 5'7" Hamilton guard of ACMT.
And we have 83-52 for St. Clair with 3 minutes and 4 seconds left in this ball game.
Tom's got it. Tipped by Freckleton. Mountaineers will end up with Kalura. Tompkins watching her. Otong gets it off the inbound. Set up on the right wing.
St. Clair with this amazing defense that they've been playing all game. And I think I was saying this before. It seems like majority of the possessions that Mohawk have been going down to very last 3 seconds of the shot clock.
And they'll have 4 to inbound it here off the tip pass intended on the inside. So Otong's going to inbound. Going to find Chapinier off the shoulder into the hands of a Saint.
St. Clair retains possession of the ball before the shot clock runs out, so they will not be inbounding it.
So collapsing defense again by the Mountaineers. Wide open jumper, and that is nothing but net by Chauvin.
85-52, St. Clair.
Andreas to Kalura. Off that left hand. She's going to get fouled late on the follow through, so Kalura will head back to the line. So a foul on the play by the Saints. Kalura will head back to the line.
And a substitution by St. Clair.
Ahmed's going to check out.
Referees are having a discussion.
I'm trying to find who the foul is on. It was on Marissa Mara. 5'5" guard out of Sarnia, Ontario, in her second year of eligibility.
Kalura, first of 2 shots, and can't quite get that one to go. Just hits the right rim. Let's see if she can go for her second one right here.
33-point lead.
Can't get that one to go. But you know what? Kalura goes down and gets her own offensive rebound.
Otong has it. So drive into lane off the right hand, and a nice strong take by Didi Otong.
That was a very nice take by Otong.
Otong match up defensively now against Tompkins. Being shifted to that left hand. Just content to move the ball around are the Saints. Tompkins, that shot was altered by Emily Andreas. Freckleton ends up with it though. 7 on the shot clock. Right wing 3. Too strong.
And another offensive rebound by St. Clair.
Saints have it in the paint. It's going to be a 3-second lane violation off Mara, who caught that ball in the paint, got doubled, didn't know where to go, and a turnover.
Just started panicking down there.
The Mountaineers down 31 with 1:40 left in this contest. Make sure you don't go anywhere, though. More action here on MLink Sports and Entertainment. Steve Baxter and myself, Greg Campbell, will be bringing you through the men's action at the D-Bark, which is slated to tip off at 6 p.m. Otong, short on that one.
St. Clair gets the rebound, trying to fast break, passes it to the corner.
So the Saints trying to find something on their end. Almost through the hands of Freckleton. Ends up on the right wing, shot missed, rebound secured by Minnelly. Chapinier to Minnelly. That's Minnelly, has it. To pull a defender out. Kalira's got it. Under a minute left here at the D-Bark. Andreas on the right wing. Just swing it to Otong. 6 on the shot clock. Otong, what's she going to do with it? Does it go with the right hand adjustment? Shot missed. Freckleton rebound. Otong with a foul. And that will put this game to rest.
And again, when they put up that shot, there was 2 seconds left on that shot clock. I mean, on their offense, they've been passing, screening away. But you know what? They haven't really been mixing it up too much. St. Clair's just been able to switch on every single screen and basically do what they want on defense.
Tompkins, nice little crossover. Ball ends up in the pocket left corner. Chauvin drives baselines to get the foul called against Emily Chapinier. Shot clock will reset to 14.
Foul on the ground. St. Clair will be passing it in on the baseline.
Freckleton to inbound that ball.
And they do get it in.
Long
Long
Freckleton
two put
got
up.
it, and one. Freckleton with the and one. She'll head to the line for one more. And the hustle plays continuing for Andy Kissin's squad, and they're up 33 in this game.
And she is just all smiles after hitting that shot. She is just having fun out there.
Freckleton will head to the line for one. Gets the old-fashioned three-point play.
28 seconds left in this ball game.
Mountaineers probably have last offensive possession. Otong. So kick it back out. Kalira, left wing, 3. Good! Deep 3 made on the left wing, and there's a silver lining to this contest right at the end. Kalira with the deep 3. It's 31-point lead. They're going to dribble this out. And the Saints playing godly here at the D-Bark in the first of 2 matchups as they take the first contest 88-57. And with the win, well, they improve to 9-7 on the year, breaking a tie theoretically at the moment with Niagara College in the standings. They alone right now sit 5th in the OCA West Division. And just start to finish, partner, I mean, they were just simply overmatching for the Mountaineers.
Yeah, I mean, ever since the beginning of the game, the first 2 minutes of the game, 2 to 3 minutes from the Mohawk Mountaineers, they were doing what they wanted to, getting stops, and they actually had a lead there. But after the first 2 to 3 minutes of the game, just everything was just out of sync, just allowing too many offensive rebounds, and it just didn't work out for them.
Now for the ladies, they are back in action on Tuesday evening at 6 p.m. right here at the D-Market Albee against U of T Mississauga. But it's the Saints that put on a show here in the first game of a doubleheader. Whether it was Ulichny, whether it was both Kusarus, whether it was Bozzi, I mean, it was scoring by committee. We see why this team is so strong, and well, for Kevin Duffy and his squad, they'll have to adjust. For Steve Baxter and myself, Greg Campbell, will be back the second game of a doubleheader between the Saints and the Mountaineers here on MLink Sports and Entertainment. Welcome inside the D-Bar. Greg Campbell along Steve Baxter. And, well, Steve, I mean, it's not a playoff game officially, but these two teams 5-9 and 5-10 respectively, both pushing for the playoffs at this point. I think it's a win-win situation for the fans and for the game.
Yeah, it's going to be a very intense game between both of these teams. Like you just said, they're both in the playoff hunt, so we're about to see a crazy game.
We're about to see what happens here at the D-Bark. 40 minutes of action will determine who has the inside track in the OCA West Division. We're going to flip our action over to the court right now and take our attention there. So we have action going on between the Mountaineers and the Saints in the second game of a doubleheader here at the D-Bark, and we are up and we are underway. Starting for the Saints, David Gomez Jr., Dwan Lynch, Nick Vedgley, as well as Jalen Sykes and Glenn Willis Paris. Now on the other side for the Mountaineers, well, it's Milos Majan, Emmanuel Otong, Kunjo Masuka returns to lineup, Matt Foster and Aaron Case rounding out the starting five. Right away, Otong with the rebound into the hands of Case. Otong, the kick in the corner. Foster gets his man moving. It's going to be a foul on the floor. Matt Foster gets his man in the air, and that's what you like, aggressiveness early on.
What very nice aggressiveness. He was open for that jump shot, and that's what made the defender jump at him. And you know what? If he didn't foul him, I think he would have had an easy two.
Willis Paris matched up with Milos Majan on the block. Foster pocket right corner. Let's find Masuka. Kunjo, he's going to spin off. He's going to go off glass. Shot altered on the play. Willis Paris had a hand in on it. Sykes, the other way. Ball moved around to the left wing. Gomez Jr. dumps it off. Pocket left corner, three. Too strong. Kunjo with the rebound. Outlet. Milos Majan. 2-on-1 the other end. It's going to get bumped. It's going to get off the foot of Milos last. And good hustle play by Sykes on the play.
Yeah, he really wanted that drive in there. But you know what? That was very excellent defense on the strip there. Not only that, it was off Mohawk, so they retained possession.
Jawan Lynch has it. Match up with Aaron Case. Let's get it to the right side for Sykes. Match up with Masuka. Willis Paris. There you go, and there's the first basket of the contest. A deep three. Contested three, to say the least. Foster on the other end can't respond. Ball tipped around. Nice little punch by Foster right into the hands, unfortunately, of Lynch. It's 4-on-2 the other way. Willis Paris off glass, too strong. Lynch rebound. Kick out. Gomez Jr. Willis Paris again. That's back-to-back threes. Glenn Willis Paris is off to a 6-0 run on his own.
Yes, he is. A very quick 6 points, as there is a nice alley-oop layup there, and Mohawk finally gets on the board.
Foster to Majan on that play. 6-2 contest, 2 minutes in here at the D-Bar. Watching OCA men's basketball action. Oh my goodness, Willis Paris, 8 points already, 2 minutes into this contest. On M-Link Sports and Entertainment, Steve Baxter along myself, Greg Campbell. Willis Paris got the steal. It's going to end up in the hands of Gomez Jr. Bumped by Case. We're going to get a travel on the play. So we're actually going to call a foul on the play. So Gomez Jr. gets called on it.
Yeah, I mean, when you go up and set a screen on the ball handler, you can't be moving. You got to set yourself.
Interesting to know, two of St. Clair's players are from Michigan, including Gomez Jr., who hails from Pontiac, Michigan, in his third year of eligibility. As you can see, got that right shoulder taped up just a little bit. Mountaineers came into this game 5-9 on the year. St. Clair 5-10. Talking to Brendan Sagan, the head coach of the Saints, he says, well, this team is building piece by piece, and they're getting there slowly. Gomez got Foster moving on that one. Good thing he get trampled over, though.
Yeah, nice little one-armed fake there to get his man to jump, and he was almost piggybacking him on that one.
14 on the shot clock. Saints will inbound. Willis Paris. Make that double figures!
Willis Paris.
10, Mountaineers 2. What a start. The 6'6" Windsor forward, second year of eligibility, putting his name here on the map in the early stages of this OCA West action.
And what a steal by Mohawk.
Cudjoe the other way. Oh, in and out of the toilet bowl.
He just can't get that one to go.
Gomez Jr. kicks it. Pocket right corner. Too strong. Lodge on rebound.
And you know what? I think they were lucky on that one. He had a very good look there in the corner. I think it's a blessing that St. Clair did not hit that shot.
They end up in the corner for Case. Dumps into Mladjon. No look to Masuka. Straightaway 3. In and out. So back to back out of the toilet bowl for Cudjoe Masuka. Saints coming the other way. Sykes. So dictate his teammate and Lynch across the bottom. Set that screen for Gomez Jr. Off glass. Too strong. Off the right hand. Just a little too strong on that play. You got to like the take, though.
Yeah, but at this point, I think you should have just given it to Paris.
Cudjoe with the, again, 3 times in and out of the rim. Coming the other way, one-on-one. Nice little Euro step off glass, and that is in. Soft little touch, Jalen Sykes.
Very nice take by Sykes there. Confident, and you know what? Just a very strong take.
Cudjoe, 0-3 from the field. Mladjon, a little too strong. 10-point lead already here in the early stages for the Saints. Gomez! There's a timeout called on the floor. Brian Jonker has seen enough here early on. 10 points from Glenn Willis Paris alone, and the Saints out to a 14-2 lead. And we're already seeing with 5:20 left here in the first quarter, partner, a bit of the same storylines we saw in that ladies game just a couple of minutes ago.
Yeah, I mean, it's just, even Mohawk has had a couple layups that have just rimmed out, and there was that one breakaway layup that they should have had, didn't make it. But, I mean, Willis Paris is just unstoppable right now. A bunch of the shots that he has taken, other than those threes, have... He's been covered pretty well, but has just been able to make them.
And the thing is that Willis Paris, he's not even in the top 5 of scoring for his team. He sits 7th on the team in total points per game. David Gomez is a player to watch out for in this one, averaging 25 points per game. Jalen Sykes as well, 22 points a game when it's said and done when you average it out. Every other player under 10 points on that lineup. So those two make up the majority of the scoring. But, hey, it doesn't matter right now because Willis Paris has 10, and while they're up by 12 here in the early stages.
And you know what would be scary if Willis Paris, if the other guys end up contributing as well without Willis Paris downgrading in his game, it could become very scary for Mohawk.
Brendan Sagan was saying to me before the game that they had to watch for Emmanuel Otong, and yes, he is quite the explosive player, to say the least, averaging 24.4 points per game himself. Not too shabby. The Mountaineers, Brian Jonker's squad facing an early deficit.
Mohawk Mountaineers in a 2-3 zone now.
Deep 3, that's going to be contested and shot altered on the play. Case is going to push the pace. Cudjoe's got it. Back to Case. Otong, right wing 3, short. High pointing the rebound on that play is Lynch. Lynch playing against that 2-3 zone, very high up. Pocket, right wing, shot in and out on the play by Ian Smart off the pass of Dalen Davis. Cudjoe behind the back. Ooh, nifty little move with the right hand and a finish.
What a move there.
Cudjoe Masuka, after going 0-3 at one point, finally finds himself on the box score. 10-point lead. Tried to find a dump pass inside. Was Davis on the play, and just a little too nifty on that one.
Yep, just ends up throwing it out of bounds. Might have just should have taken the layup there, but you know what?
Otong, Case, Dalmage, right wing, 3, short. Gomez, rebound. Gomez almost gets tripped up. He's going to outlet it. He's going to get fouled on the play. Case is going to get called. Sykes is going to head to the line. So again, you're seeing that pushing of the pace for the Saints, both in the women's game and the men's game. And already we can see the Mountaineers on their heels backing up in transition.
Let's see if they can get something going here after St. Clair shoots these free throws.
So Jalen Sykes Second on the team in scoring, makes the first, averaging 22 points almost a game, shoots 77% from the line, nearly 50% from the field, averages 6.1 rebounds a game as well. Dolmage secured it off the strong take. And that is intercepted. And luckily, Sykes was out of bounds after he puts in the emphatic cram that won't count.
That would, yeah, that dunk probably would have been nasty.
Emmanuel Otong and his squad. 3:50 left here in the first, trailing early. Have a game in hand on St. Clair, but same amount of wins. Otong, again too strong. Rebound by the Saints. Going the other way. Davis was trailing, still ends up with it. Pocket left wing, 3. Got it. Gomez Jr., he has something to say to Dolmage at the end.
As he stares him down saying, hey, you know what? Even if you're guarding me, that does not matter.
Dolmage got it. Cudjoe. They split the defenders, going to lose the ball on the floor. Who's got it? It's going to be a jump ball is my guess, and that's what we got on the floor. The Mountaineers retain possession with 9 on the shot clock. 14-point lead for the Saints. I think Brian Jonker and his squad a little flabbergasted, to say the least, with this strong start by the Saints. Otong, so long.
Nails that 3 with 3 seconds left on the shot clock.
Good pocket right corner 3 by Emmanuel Otong. And again, this high 2-3 zone being set up by Brian Jonker and his squad. Gomez. Ball swung around the world. Skips across the pond, right into the hands of Otong.
Otong looking for a man to pass to, just can't quite find one. Finds Dolmage.
Foster's got it now. Driving into lane, slip pass underneath. Otong with the convert off the pass from Jordan Martin. So good. Good little collapse by the defense from the penetration by Jordan Martin, and the Mountaineers prevail in that series. Splitting defenders, oh, pretty little take, Dalen Davis.
And that was good on on Dolmage to just keep his hands straight up in the air. Don't swing, don't commit any stupid fouls.
Otong, deep 3, that's too strong. And hitting the floor hard are a pair of players, Ian Smart and Dolmage on the play. So we're going to get a pair of substitutions coming from Brendan Sagan and his squad, as with Brian Jonker. Case is in, Mladjon's in, Cudjoe is out, Dolmage is out. Lynch is out for the other side, as is Smart. So full court press right now. Just a weak full court press by the Mountaineers, but they do get a break from TJ Howard. Gomez, straightaway 3 on the right side, got it.
And you know what? He is just starting to get into the groove right now. Keep on saying, hey, doesn't matter if you're in my face or not, I'm going to make this bucket.
Team's leading scorer averaging nearly 25 a game. Makes good there in the lead, back to 14. Hustled by the Saints. Davis skips it across the pond. Driving baseline, off that right hand, floater's good by Sykes.
And St. Clair just has everything going their way right now. Getting all the shots they want. Not only that, capitalizing on them as well, and playing excellent defense.
Martin over to Case. Case calling for Martin. Across the lane. Martin shifting inside, stolen. Sykes got it. 3 on 2 the other day. Outlet to Gomez, back to Sykes. Left wing 3, bang!
And what a 3 by St. Clair again. Mohawk timeout.
Jalen Sykes, yikes for the Mountaineers.
Oh my God, and that's putting it lightly.
As they trail by 19 in the late stages here in the first quarter. And Brian Jonker and his squad, well, I mean, it's a frustrating time to say the least. They are a game up right now on the Saints, but I mean, that's a completely different thing, and they've got to make a lot of adjustments here early on, as they are getting blitzkrieged here in the early stages.
It's Mountaineers, it's just, they're out of sync. everything is not going their way, so we are going to go over to the head coach and see what he has to say to his team.
So we'll see what adjustments Brian Jonker and his squad have made with under a minute left here in the first Q. Watching OCA men's basketball action here on your Saturday evening, we'll say now, here at the D-Bar. Steve Baxter, Greg Campbell bringing you through the action. You get a foul on the floor while they're driving baseline. So Tong's going to inbound underneath the net with 17 on the shot clock. Saints fell asleep. Foster makes them pay.
Nails that three. Amazing pass, and you know what? He did work to get open there. And now Mohawk needs to see if they can get something defensively going and then go down on offense and make a bucket.
Say that and some more, partner, here in the early stages, down 16. Sykes. Get by Case, not before the illegal screen set on the play by TJ Howard, the third-year forward out of Hamilton, Ontario. So about a 3.5 difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Martin, could be the last play of the first quarter. Dump into Blanchard. Touch passes around the world. Martin ends up with it. Right with three, bang!
And that was the ball movement they have been looking for.
Gomez Jr., 5 on the shot clock. What happens at the end? Howard on the right wing. Whoa, what you can do, I can do better. A deep two, and whatever momentum the Mountaineers thought they had for a second, well, the air got sucked out of them. And in this building, as the Saints doubling up the Mountaineers after one quarter, 30-15. And partner, it's similar storylines we're seeing to the female game where the Saints they came out with so much energy. It's not the full court press that has done the difference, but I mean, they're just so explosive at this point. As you can see, deep threes being made up here on the scoreboard here at the D-Bar. And it's that long three ball move. Well, now they're forcing the defense high, and then they're getting those inside looks.
As you see, Willis Paris absolutely ripping Mohawk in that first quarter.
It's the pocket corners that are killing them here early on, or the wing.
Yeah, and
the high percentage shots.
Just like we were saying about the women's game. They've been playing pretty good defense up until the last couple seconds of the shot clock, and it just seems St. Clair gets an open man in the corner.
Now, David Gomez, one of the stars of this Saints squad, hailing from Pontiac, Michigan, 6'2" guard, averages 25 points per game. Ooh. And while he hasn't been the focal point because Willis Paris had 10 points straight out the bat on his own, I mean, we see Gomez heating up here now, and he's really playing a huge role.
Yes, we do see him heating up here.
On the other side, well, it's Emmanuel Tong has been the story of this Mountaineers squad. Talking to Brian Jonker before the game, he said, you know, how this guy goes is how this team goes, and you can see why. 6'6", hailing out of Cambridge, Ontario, averaging 24 points per game. And so far, well, he's had a bit of a struggle to this contest to begin. 5 points after one quarter, only 2 of 6 from the field to be exact. The Mountaineers shoot 30% from the field in that first quarter, compared to 63% for the visitors. David Gomez Jr. has 8, Jalen Sykes has 8, and Glenn Willis Paris, who had 10 right off the bat, is 4 or 5 from the field for 10 points and 3 rebounds. Noticeable differences, while the Mountaineers being out-rebounded by 4 at this point. Outside of that, it's been fairly even, we'll say, to say the least. Both teams with 5 turnovers as second quarter action is underway here at the D-Bar. Nice little slip on the streak and the finish, Dalen Davis. Smart play there.
That was a very nice take, very patient.
Foster had that penetration, kicked it out to Martin. Nice no look underneath. Milos Blanchon with the finish.
Ooh, that almost had me standing up behind the booth here.
Gomez Jr. can't even respond the other way. 15-point lead for the Saints here early on. Howard drives baseline, reverse layup to strong Case rebound. Case pushing the pace. So they call his number, and he's going to lose that. Ray says it's just a little too strong.
Playing good defense by himself down there.
Sykes and Case going at it. Doesn't get the 8-second call, Brian Jonker and his squad. Davis to Sykes. He gets spinned around by Case. Davis got it. 4, pull-up jumper. In and out. Milos almost hit that in.
Tries to go to the bank on that one. Can't quite hit it with 3 seconds left on the shot clock.
Case got it. Martin Euro step, and he's going to draw the foul.
Nice take. He's a little bit disappointed in himself that he didn't make that shot, but you know what? Overall, very nice take. He's going to the line for 2 shots.
Jordan Martin will head to the line for 2 coming into the game. Only played 5 games so far this year. 1 start, averaging almost 11 points per game, shoots 67% from the charity stripe, 46% from the field.
And you know what? Being a guard and shooting 46% from the field, considering a lot of those might be outside shots, is a very good shooting percentage. So he's doing very well for himself.
Goes 1 of 2 on that trip there. About a minute and a half here into the second quarter. 14-point lead for the Saints. Gomez trying to get Martin moving. Wanted to travel, didn't get it. Still has the ball. Gets Martin moving. He said words I will not repeat after he got pump faked there. Otong ends up with it.
Otong
is going to get stripped on the play. They call a foul first on Ali Mansour. 5'7" guard out of Windsor, Ontario. Was trying to blow by the smaller defender in the play initially on Monsieur, but a little ticky-tacky foul. Got his hands caught in the cookie jar. Can't push off. Otong with the adjustment.
Does it all himself, being the tallest guy on the court, but he's playing like a guard out there.
Gomez Jr., Monsieur, the corner.
See if Willis Paris can keep it going.
He
misses
checked
that
cooled
one.
off on that one. Saints still have the ball though. Second chance opportunity. Pull-up jumper, almost straight away. Eventually with the deep 2. We saw this in the women's game. Second chance opportunities killed them. Early on, well, the Mountaineers trailed by 14. Brendan Sagan and his squad looking to improve to 6-10 with the win. The loss would drop the Mountaineers as well to 6-10. Wow, wow, pretty move, Ali Monsieur. Sized up, Milos Mlaja on the play, made the adjustment and converted. Nothing going the other way.
Otong trying to get a nice little fancy layup of his own, just can't quite get it to go.
Davis to Willis Paris. Bang! This guy cannot miss today. Glenn Willis Paris, his 4th 3-pointer of the contest. Foster gets blocked by Willis Paris. Gomez Jr. the other way. Over to Davis. Tried to find eventually in the corner. Tipped out of bounds, and a pair of substitutions coming. Willis Paris, all 90 feet right now playing it.
Oh, he is just playing phenomenal. Not only on offense, you just saw him get that block down there. He is just amazing all-around game for him, and it's just the second quarter with 6 minutes and 45 seconds left.
Willis Paris matched up with John Dolmage. He's going to defer. Ricky is going to get blown by 1-1. What a take. Jawan Lynch absorbs the contact, gets the hoop and the harm.
Goes down on the floor, makes the bucket, but you know what? He does a nice little somersault and gets himself right back up on the court, smiling.
And why not? Converts on the 3-point play there. Jawan Lynch coming into the game. The team's 4th leading scorer at 8.1 points per game. Otong, again, too strong on the left wing. Secured. Outlet. Willis Paris. He's going to pull it out. Driving baseline are the Saints. Kicks it. Pocket. Left wing. 3. Shot. Miss. Otong rebound off the miss by Smart. Case. To the lane. Trying to find Dolmage into the waiting hands of Willis Paris. Outlet. Gomez Jr. Sidesteps Cudgel Masuko and a beautiful layup. And a turnover. And again, things starting to unravel here for the Mountaineers, and Brian Jonker cannot be happy right now.
No, he cannot. It's 44-20, and yeah, kind of the same thing we saw in the women's game. just something is just not there for Mohawk.
Case. Got 2-1-2, it looks like full court press going. Otong finds it. Adjusts, midair, beautiful take of Manuel Otong. That's the athleticism we're talking about before the game.
Yeah, and that hang time too. He must have been in the air for at least 2 to 3 seconds on that.
Lynch, butting Morrison. He's going to get a block on, they're going to call offensive. Ricky Morrison's got to be held back.
He thought it was a blocking call. It was an offensive foul.
Ricky Morrison a little heated right now. 6'2" guard out Southfleet, Ontario. They got to find a mini run here. Doubling up the Saints being doubled up by the Saints right now are the Mountaineers. 5:30 left here in the first half, the D-Bar. You're watching M-Link Sports and Entertainment, bringing you OCAA men's basketball action on your Saturday evening. Steve Baxter alongside Greg Campbell. And Emmanuel Otong just playing with the ball on a string there, faked out all the Saints, got in an open take.
Everyone thought he was going to spin outwards, but
Paris from Paris. Oh. And again, Willis Paris heat check in the building. Ricky on the other end.
And I was mid-sentence, and Willis Paris just shut me right up. He is playing amazing.
Ian Gomez. Big train traffic. David Gomez Jr., my apologies. Match up with Case. Takes a screen from Willis Paris. Matched up with Dolmage. Oh, he's sizing him up. Eventually, he's got it. 3 on the shot clock. Drives into lane off the left hand. Too strong into the hands of Otong. Otong stutters. Pull-up jumper over Gomez. Ricky tried to climax at the end of that play. Doesn't happen. Case has it. No look to the corner. Masuka fadeaway short. Eventually, he's got it. A bit of a track meet going on right now. Eventually, over to Lynch. Dolmage showing him to his right. Gomez ends up with it. Inside step, and he's gonna head to the line. So Gomez and Case getting into it. So a little heated here between the point guard's partner.
St. Clair head coach had to tell him, hey, you know what, settle down.
So they are going to end up with it on the baseline. Nick eventually is going to inbound. Lynch is off. Case is off. Smart has it. Over to Gomez. Gomez sidestep by Martin. That explosive first step by David Gomez Jr. You can see why this guy averages 25 a game with that quick little burst there.
Oh, yeah, and that was a very fancy take. But you know what? He felt comfortable doing it. It's definitely he's very comfortable at taking his man and making the best out of his opportunities.
Now calling this game, we didn't get to mention off the top, Steve Foxcroft, Dave Estee, as well as Pascal Mapleston. And the thing is, what you just saw there was that Estee actually called a warning on the Mountaineers bench. So I'm not sure who said something there, but they got to be careful. Next one will be a technical. Otong. Got to find something going. They trailed by 23 with under 4 left here in the first half. Cudjoe off the right foot, and that's in. He likes that little fadeaway jumper, doesn't he?
Yes, he does. Well, it creates space for him, and you know what? You can tell he does it a lot of the time, and you can tell he practices that fadeaway.
Otong. Nice little ear step off the right hand. He's going to get fouled. He will head back to the line. So a good defensive stop by the Mountaineers. Emmanuel Otong will head to the line as Brian Jonker calls his squad over. Otong, the Lone Ranger, will head to the line for 2.
Makes the first one. Averages
24 a game, shoots 66% from the charity stripe and 43% from the field. So 100% on that one. So 3:30 left in the first half. Masuka with his arms half-heartedly out. Eventually gets a screen from Willis Paris. Scoops it, ball swung around, right wing 3. That finds the back of the net. Sykes with the long 3.
What ball movement by St. Clair, like we've been seeing all game. They It's something that I guess about this St. Clair school with ball movement.
Masuko with the tip-it on the play. So they're trying to find an answer. Substitution coming for the Saints. Gomez Jr. thought about it, deferred to Willis Paris. Cross the pond, pocket left three, eventually! Man, that guy, he's eating his vegetables and more as he makes it rain there. They cannot miss. And Foster, no idea where his footing is. And again, similar storyline to the female game. Things are becoming undone right now, right before our very eyes in the early stages.
Yeah, things are definitely starting to get out of hand. It's 55-32. It's a 23-point spread. If they want to get something going, I know there's only 2.5 minutes left in this half, but if they want to get something going, it needs to start right now.
Gomez behind the back to that left hand. Oh, nice little pass inside to Smart. What a pass, Gomez to Smart. 2-on-1 the other way, 2-on-2. Gomez, stutter step into lane, pocket, right corner, Vedgley, too strong. Rebound Lynch on the floor. There you get him on the travel. So Lynch moving all over the place, trying to find a teammate there. But again, the hustle play is going the Saints' way right now. And coming up a little gingerly right now, too, is Jawan Lynch. You can see he's favoring that right leg right now. We'll see if he gets subbed out soon. Martin crosses back, shot missed. Masuko with the hustle. Who's it off last? It's going to be off the Saints.
That's a nice hustle play right there.
Kajo Masuka's going to inbound on the sideline. Martin. Masuka. Otang. Inside to Dolmage. There you go. Tic-tac-toe. That's what you want to see.
Yeah, and that was good ball movement. Get it inside, dish it back out, and put it back inside again. Keep the St. Clair defense on their toes.
Smart with a nice little bounce pass to Vedgley, and they have a response every single time the other way. Martin starts with the cross. Nice little pass between two defenders to Dolmage, who can't convert. Vedgley pushing the pace. Lobs it in off glass. Beautiful take, Jalen Sykes. Foster got his man moving. Too strong though. Fighting for a rebound is Dolmage on the play as is Sykes. Mountaineers retain possession. So the Mohawk Mountaineers trailing big right now, 27 to be exact in the late stages here in the first half at the D-Bar. Kajo tries to find somebody, he finds Otang, he's going to take it, he's got it. Hand down, man down, Emmanuel Otang makes him pay. Foster and Gomez Jr. I think this is a mismatch, we'll see if they exploit it. Vedgley to Gomez. Pull up right by the free throw line, got it. You can see that right from the start, partner. I mean, he had his defender moving.
Oh, yeah. Just the little hesitation, the quick look up at the basket, and then the drive is just getting.
Well, back-to-back threes by the Mountaineers, courtesy of Matt Foster. So 23-point lead. So they're going to hold for the last possession, looks like here. Brendan Sagan calling out to his player in Jalen Sykes to hold up. So he'll go against Kajo. Take the screen from Smart. Whoa, deep three! No words to describe what Jalen Sykes just did there. Yikes, all I can say if you're Brian Jonker. How do you stop that?
You wish and hope.
That's a Steph Curry range three right there.
I am speechless.
And a ticky-tack foul, we'll call it. We'll send Aaron Case to the line at the end of the first half here. So the bonus situation for the Mountaineers. Case makes it. So interesting move here. Brendan Sagan screams to the scores table for a timeout, first-year coach. So an opportunity with 2 seconds here to try a full court play and go for that last shot opportunity. We'll see what he draws up out of the timeout. So a pair of threes made by the Mountaineers we're seeing in the late stages here in the first half, partner. And I mean, that's more of what they need, is that crisp ball movement we've seen from the visitors all afternoon into the early evening.
Yeah, I mean, it's this. I don't even know what to say. It's just the ball movement hasn't been there quite for Mohawk, and the defense. They're running that 2-3 zone, trying to make St. Clair at the beginning take those outside shots, but they are hitting those outside shots. So they're going to have to try to switch up their defensive scheme, maybe try some man-to-man, just something different.
The issue is if they're making those threes, that defense just has to continue to pull out and out and out, and then while they're hitting you baseline with these backdoor cuts and these off-glass opportunities. So we'll see what's drawn up out of the timeout here. So Lynch and company, so they're not even going to contest it. So Sykes going to pick it up, the hoist to Prayer. Interesting tactic by Brian Jonker's squad, allowing them to pick up the ball in the backcourt instead of getting beaten full court. But after 20 minutes, well, it's a big lead for the Saints. They lead 66-42 here at the D-Mark. We're going to take a look at some of our first half highlights here on your Saturday evening. And again, it's the deep right wing threes that have been made and have been killing the Saints here early on. And as you see both squads head off to the lockers right now, partner, I mean, if you're Brian Jonker, what do you have to do at the half to make your adjustments?
You know what? It's just better completing your offensive plays. A couple of them they have executed very well and getting some nice shots into the corner there. But overall, the passes have just been kind of stagnant and just kind of passing outside the key and haven't really been doing anything with it.
Well, Brendan Sagan and his squad, they sport a 24-point lead after 20 minutes of action here at the D-Mark. Will Brian Jonker and his squad flip the script in the second half? We're going to find out here at the D-Mark. Stay tuned to Evelyn Sports and Entertainment. You don't want to go anywhere. And we're looking at action as well around the OCA before we get into the breaks. George Brown leads St. Lawrence. They actually trail St. Lawrence 66-77. Centennial and Algonquin, they tip off at 6. U of T and Sheridan going at it in the second quarter, 27-32 the score of that game. And Humber and the Sioux square off at 8. So for Steve Baxter and myself, Greg Campbell, second half action coming up at the D-Mark shortly.
And
third quarter action.
back.
Yeah, we're back, partner, here at the D-Bark. Second half action here on MLink Sports and Entertainment. Steve Baxter alongside myself, Greg Campbell, bringing you through Saturday evening action. And we'll see if it's a tale of two different halves. And nope, not by the start of that. Jalen Sykes with the deep right wing three to kick things off.
Oh, and yeah, just like you said, just right where they left off in the first half.
A foul on the floor, and Milos trying to go for the reverse layup. So I want to tell you something, partner, before you get into your thought there.
Okay.
So right before I came back over to the table here to put my headset on and start this second half, Brian Jonker pulled me aside and said, hey, last time we played these guys, we were down 27 at the half in their building. And by the way, it's going to be the same result. We're going to beat them again.
Oh, my God.
So a bold statement by the head coach of the Mountaineers. Will that statement hold up for the 14-year veteran and his team? We'll find out. Gomez!
Oh,
I don't think so.
Gomez. What a three.
What a shot and a pair of deep three balls. Emmanuel Otong responds on the other side. So a pair of deep three balls early on by the Saints. Pass intended for Vedgley in the corner there from Sykes. You can already see that three-point shot still working to perfection for the Saints. Willis Paris, who had 10 straight to open this contest, a 10-2 run of his own, and that is where I think the bleeding started. Vedgley dumps it in. Fadeaway jumper short into the hands of Otong. Pushes it to Masuka. Cudjoe tries to find Milos. No look underneath. Nice take.
And that was something I was going to say before. Milos and Otong seem like they have the height advantage against almost everybody on St. Clair. And I feel like they should be going to the post for majority of the rest of this game.
Sykes in and out of the toilet bowl on that one. One of three players with 14 points or more for the Saints. Jalen Sykes has 16 on 6 of 7 shooting from the field, including 3 3-pointers. Also making 4 3-pointers, Glenn Willis Paris with 16. And then David Gomez Jr. has 14 points. So those three alone have combined for 46 of the team's 66 points. They've hit 10 3-pointers compared to just 5 for the Mountaineers in that first half. Vedgley over Milos, too strong, put back, attempted for the Milos the other way. Oh, beautiful strip. He's going to get called on the foul, but that hustle by Vedgley at the end saves the dunk.
I was just going to say, that hustle was awesome. Don't allow the easy dunk or the easy layups. It just hustle. That was a good foul to commit.
Emmanuel Otong leads the way with 16 points for the team after the first half, 6 of 15 from the field, including 2 of 6 from the land beyond. Cudjoe Masuka, 6 points. Matt Foster, 6 points. And right now, Milos Majan, 2 of 4 from the field, 4 points. Makes that one there.
As he goes 1 for 2 from the free throw line.
Gomez. Going to swing that ball back and forth. The easiest way to break a press, folks, that is it right there. Just move the ball so fast that you can split defenders like that, and looking like Kyrie Irving, the way he scooped and adjusted on that one. My goodness, David Gomez.
Oh, he is having his way driving through the lane.
Milos with the rebound. The fight for it. So good hustle on the play. Jawan Lynch giving up just a couple inches, to say the least, to Milos Majan. Sits at 6'9", the aforementioned Lynch at just 5'11". But the hustle play again. Possession arrow favors the Mountaineers, though. Case on the inbound. Back to Milos. Spins. He's got to find someone. Milos over Willis Paris. Too strong. Tipped into the hands of Gomez. Gomez against Foster with the left hand. Creates contact. And he's going to head to the line. And he runs into the cameraman. It looks like.
It seems like he's okay. He's got a smile on his face, rubbing his head a little bit, but he's smiling.
Our camera crew over there just okay as well. Up close and personal here on MLink Sports Entertainment, getting you all the great shots you need. Steve Baxter alongside Greg Campbell bringing you through OCA men's basketball action here on your Saturday evening. As we just mentioned a couple minutes ago for anyone just tuning in, well, the Mountaineers were down 27 the last time they played St. Clair at St. Clair to start the second half, and it was a triple overtime game in which they came back and won. Will the narrative be the same as it was in their last trip? We're about to find out with 17 minutes left in this game. Right now, though, currently trailing by 29. There's a substitution coming on the floor for Brendan Sagan. And Sarah's going to check in. Eventually, he's going to check out. So what, in a nutshell, or in 140 characters or less, what does Mohawk need to do offensively throughout the rest of this game?
Offensively, they need to start swinging the ball faster, put more zip on their passes, because it seems the passes that they're making just are kind of soft, and St. Clair is very easy to rotate over and get back on the man, like we just saw there with that weak pass, almost transitioning into 2 points for St. Clair.
Case has it the other way, 4-on-3. Foster, right wing, 3 right in front of the Mohawk bench, too strong. Willis Paris tipped it around with Cudjoe. I'm going to say it's off Willis Paris last.
Six minutes and 32 seconds left in this third quarter. It is 76-47 for St. Clair.
We'll see what Brian Jonker and his team have in terms of a response. Again, same spot, Foster, same result. Otong with the tip in. So Emmanuel Otong using what Mr. Baxter just mentioned with his reach to get the second chance opportunity off the foot of Case.
Yeah, they need to keep on going to Milos and Otong down low. They just have the height advantage over everyone.
Willis Paris is going to check out. Ian Smart is going to check in. It's David Gomez Jr. Gives over to Monsieur. Pocket left corner. Back out to the top. Ball swung around the world. Monsieur dumps it in on the baseline. Gomez doubled. Can he slip by? He does. Nifty little pass. Left wing 3 in front of the Saints bench. Shot missed. Otong is going to be fouled by Smart. Had the inside positioning, gets the foul.
And he does not agree with that foul call, raising his arms, asking, what did I just do?
Well, look what just happened is that with almost 6 minutes left here in the first half, they're already in the bonus.
That is definitely not what you want.
That is the one thing we've seen here is that in the late stages of both the first and second quarter that the Saints were giving the Mountaineers bonus situation. But Mayo Tong may go just 50% from this line, shoots 66% from the charity stripe on the season. Goes 1 of 2, averages 24 a game. He's going to need that and more. The Mountaineers want to mount a comeback. Martin's on the floor now for the Mountaineers. Lynch trying to find Monsieur. They force him way outside. Delane's shot blocked, and they're going to call a foul. Mr. Baxter beside me is beside himself as Dalen Davis will head to the line for 2.
I don't know about that one. I honestly thought that was pretty clean. He just drove into 2 people. Again, just like I said in the women's game, that's why I'm not a referee.
Davis heads to the line, the team's 5th leading scorer, starting in 12 of the 15 games he's played in this year, shooting 53% from the charity stripe, 58% from the field, 8 points per game, as well as 5 rebounds a game. So will his numbers stay true to their form? They do on that trip. So the lead remains big for the Saints, who lead by 27 right now here at the D-Bar. Mountaineers got to start something going. They need a couple good stands. That won't help with the Case miss. It says remain with the Mountaineers after that ball was tipped out of bounds by Davis.
They definitely need to get something going here. It just things are just not rolling for them. Otong.
Speaking of rolling the ball, rolling on the floor, Gomez Jr. inside step on Dolmage, reaching. So again, they're trying to do a little too much offensively instead of move that ball around, and the Saints are going to end up with it.
Well, you know what? I actually think that was a pretty good foul by Dolmage, because if he didn't foul there, St. Clair was going to come down on a 2-on-1, and I would think most likely get an easy 2 points.
Davis gets it on the inbounds. Smart over Dolmage, short into the hands of Otong. Almost turned it over. Otong dumps it inside. Masuka tried to find Dolmage, couldn't happen. Case. Martin. Otong. Find Masuka underneath. Good ball movement, and the Mountaineers rewarded with a trip to the charity stripe.
And another foul on St. Clair. They're already in bonus, so, I mean, if they want to come back in this game, might have to start with smart drives and free throw shots.
Kajo Masuka heads to the line, team's third leading scorer, starting 12 of the 13 games he's played so far, shoots 63% from the line, averages 13 points per game, as well as 8.7 rebounds a game. Monsieur, Gomez Jr. matched up with Martin. Davis sets the screen, looks for him, defers, match up with Otong. Davis had it, deferred back to Davis over Dolmage, and well, hey, it worked out. Gave up the open three, got the ball right back, and finds the back of the hole. Case. Tic-tac-toe, Dolmage is fouled, and he'll head to the line. So again, the last 2 possessions, we've finally seen the Mountaineers string together consecutive good passes. They've got the Saints on their heels a little, but it's on the defensive side, they also need to pick it up now.
And not only giving good passes, did you see where those passes were? They were in the post. To their big men, they have way more height than St. Clair, and every time they pass the ball into the post, they're either getting fouled or they're getting a nice layup.
So Dolmage will head to the line for 2. John Dolmage, 3.4 points per game, shoots 58% from the line, 34% from the field. Just over 4 minutes left here in the third. 25-point lead for the Saints.
Substitution being made. Milos coming in for Dolmage.
A little bodying we can see up here. We'll see whether there's anything called. Him and TJ Howard going at it a little. Oh. Monsieur drawing the oohs and ahs from the crowd. Howard matched up with Mlachon. Bodies his way in. And Foster waiting there the entire time. One's got an out of bounds. Looks like one's got a charge. So they're just going to call it. They're going to call the charge on that. So they're actually going to call it a rebounding foul on TJ Howard. Of all things.
You know what? That being said, I mean, there must have been contact midair. I didn't see anything, but.
Again, partner, why we're over here apparently.
Yeah, exactly.
Martin's going to split 4 Saints. Foster gets one moving. Left wing 3. In and out. Howard. Gomez. Touch pass. Davis. No look. Pocket corner. Smart back to his teammate. Oh, nice little Euro step shot missed by Gomez Jr. Otong. 2-on-1 the other way to Ricky Morrison. Too strong. Ball slapped around. Like the pinball wizard. Gomez Jr. 3-on-1 the other way. Stripped by Ricky Morrison at the very end. That is risky business going against 3 defenders. Monsieur will have it underneath the basket. Right hand floater, shot missed, tipped around. Monsieur's got it. Howard looking to set the screen on Morrison. Nope, Monsieur. Whoa, behind his back. Wow, TJ Howard. What a pass backwards from Monsieur to TJ Howard. And it's becoming a game of street ball out here right now for the Saints, the way this ball is moving.
No-look pass.
Did Ricky Morrison just hit his head off the bottom of the scoreboard there?
Yeah. Or off the backboard, yeah. He's rubbing his
the
head.
backboard.
Yeah.
Scoreboard would be a little higher.
Yeah. As he's rubbing his head going to the free throw line, he did hit his head off the bottom of the backboard.
Doesn't affect him there.
No, well, I mean, he's got the hair for cushioning.
Could be sponsored, too, by Head & Shoulders. Come on, guys. We got to figure this out. Ricky Morrison, the next ambassador of Head & Shoulders. Mohawk Athletics Department. Get on that one.
Yeah. As there is a foul being called on Mohawk's number 11, Emmanuel Otung. It will be St. Clair basketball.
So the foul in the backcourt, the shot clock will reset because of that. Davis is going to inbound right by the far side. Monsieur with that little nifty backwards pass to Howard the last time. Those two, are they going to work the magic again? They take a screen. Nice screen by Howard. Smart. Almost took him apart. Howard with the putback. He'll head to the line. So again, the defensive lapse by the Mountaineers on that one, partner. They get so caught up in that pick and roll action of Howard and Monsieur is that they forget that Smart is just trailing from the left wing and just finds his spot right above the arc there. And despite the miss, Howard has the inside positioning.
And there isn't much communication there. There's no calling for a switch. And if you're not going to switch, you have to be able to hedge out and temporarily guard the other man and then switch back to your man. But none of that is being done, and that's why they're just getting wide open threes from the elbow there.
So Otung's going to check out of the game. Mitchell Masuka back in. Ricky Morrison. Forced that in, almost stripped.
Almost gave that one away.
Martin's nifty little move, recovers the ball up and in.
Nice little half cross there.
Davis almost loses the handle. 6-foot guard out, Romulus, Michigan in his third year.
They call an offensive foul on David Gomez of St. Clair. He can't believe it. He is beside himself right now. Now he's bumping.
And the explanation from Steve Foxcroft to Brendan Sagan on that call is not drawing a fun-filled response, I would say, to say the least. As Foxcroft saying that he is the one that saw the call and not that of his teammate official in Dan Esty.
As the referee wipes the sweat off the basketball, we get back underway.
No blood, sweat, and tears here at the D-Mark right now. 27-point lead remains for the Saints. So there's going to be a hold on that. Martin's going to get called. Gomez Jr. got him shifting. The receiver breaking down a DB. Got the inside position towards the touchdown area, a.k.a. the basket, and got called on the hold there.
Now these last couple minutes, it seems like Gomez Jr. and Jordan Martin are kind of getting into it a little bit. At the end of that last foul, they kind of chest bumped a little bit and gave each other a nice little stare down for a couple seconds. So look out for that matchup for the rest of this game. It should get more interesting.
Gomez averaging 25 points per game, shoots 80% from the line, 81 to be exact, makes them there. Morrison from Lajong. No look to the corner, touch pass to Martin. Martin crosses over left to right, pull-up jumper, secured by Davis, sporting the black Nike headband. Gomez behind the back. Martin's going to pressure him. Here we go, one-on-one. Gomez Jr. is going to create contact, gets Milos up and missed. Secured rebound, Howard. TJ Howard cleans up the garbage. If it's not Gomez creating fits, then it's Howard creating fits right now for the Mountaineers. And Brian Jonker and his team just don't seem to have responses.
No, they don't. They just, it seems like they're just out of sync, not really communicating. And you can just see the look on their faces. They're just seems like they weren't in it for this third quarter at all.
Brian Jonker telling me before the start of this third quarter that they were down 27 in their last matchup against St. Clair. Came back, won that game in triple overtime. Well, there's going to have to be a lot of work done over the next 11 minutes and 10 seconds if we want to see that. I'm sure you want to see triple overtime basketball.
Oh, you know what? Yeah. I think everybody loves overtime.
And it won't be like the NBA where it's all these stop fouls, TV timeouts, that. None of that on Emling Sports and Entertainment.
And we don't have James Harden here, so a lot less whistles.
So we are bringing you through OCA men's basketball action. Steve Baxter and myself, Greg Campbell, on your Saturday evening. Fadeaway 3. Got it. First basket of the game, Robert Harrison, who's just checked in. Second-year product out of St. Thomas More. See if he adds a spark to the lineup. Monsieur with the screen from Howard. Switches, adjusts, and oh my goodness. Ali Monsieur looking like Muhammad Ali on that one. Switching left, right, fake, in and out, up and in.
Oh, what a play. And St. Clair is just...
They're toying with them at this point.
Yeah. Not only are they capitalizing, they're making it look good too.
Case. Well, he's got something to say.
Yeah, answers with a 3.
So they're going to pull up last shot opportunity. And you got to see this bumping going on. Otong almost with the strip. So watch Case right now, right next to Gomez Jr. Watch for it. I'm going to call it. There's going to technical come up between these two at one point. Case and Gomez Jr. battling it out here in the late stages. Are they going to let him play? Let's see.
6 seconds left in the rest of the quarter.
Monsieur's got it. He's going to play Dolmage. It's going to be an illegal screen. TJ Howard's going to get called. Aaron Case is pumped up, and the Mountaineers will have last possession.
2.7 seconds. Let's see what they can do with it.
Otong is going to give it to Case. It's taken on the inbounds. It's split defender. Prayer up. In and out.
Oh, and that one was close.
So after 3, the lead remains 29 points for St. Clair College Saints over your Mohawk Mountaineers. It's been a back and forth. I'd say it's been a quick pace game, but it's been all Saints since that opening tip-off. And again, those wing shots have been opening up this defense of the Mountaineers. And then if not, they're getting those second chance opportunities, partner.
Yeah, and you know what? They're having so much confidence in their offense and hitting inside shots, outside shots. You just saw a replay of Gomez Jr. pulling up from 3 feet behind the three-point line and draining it. So you could just see the confidence.
And then behind the back pass, no-look pass to his teammate TJ Howard on the three-pointer there. And well, Brian Jonker said this team was down by 27 before, and they came back and won. Well, a little bit of a steeper hill to climb this time with a 29-point cushion. Do the Saints have through 3? The game's leading scorer at this point, David Gomez Jr. Perfect 3 of 3 land beyond, 25 points, 5 rebounds, 5 assists, filling up the box score right there. Jalen Sykes has 4 points as well. And Glenn Willis-Paris, who started this game on a 10-2 run on his own, still has 16 points and 6 rebounds to this point. On the other side, Emmanuel Otong continues to play well, but he doesn't have a lot of help at this point. 21 points, 7 rebounds. Outside that, Kojo Masuka with 8, and then Jordan Martin's got 6, and outside that, it hasn't been great. As the Saints continue to shoot over 50% in this game, they shot 62% in the first half, 55% for the game at this point. Also 11 points off turnovers compared to just 4 for the Mountaineers. So we are going to get the fourth quarter underway here on Emling Sports and Entertainment. Steve Baxter, Greg Campbell bringing you through OCA men's basketball action on your Saturday afternoon. Monsieur, Gomez Jr. Try to find Smart into Howard. Dolmage had him tied up. John Dolmage just giving up too much size on that chance there.
And you can see right away as the fourth quarter starts, as soon as the guard gets the ball up at the top, they're instantly doubling him. So they obviously spoke about defensive pressure, so they can at least try to get back into this ball game.
Harrison has it off the turnover to Case. Harrison's going to shift around. Cudjoe straight away in the lane. Splits 3 defenders up and in. Strong take comes from Masuka. Gomez Jr. looking for that double, skips it to Monsieur across the pond. Davis. Gomez gets Case. Out to Monsieur. Got the defense moving. Monsieur, no look into the corner for Davis. Got it. Ali Monsieur is a shifty guard, to say the least.
Yeah. And you know what? Like you just said, St. Clair's been shooting, what was it, 63% or something from the field in this game, and it is continuing on here. They are not missing their open jump shots.
Case with a pretty reverse layup on the other end. And again, oh my goodness, Ali Monsieur, same pass he made to TJ Howard into Davis, slip pass to Howard, and the same result.
And what a play by St. Clair. You know, they are just having their way inside right now.
They steal, Davis has it. Monsieur, and Case ends up with it.
2-on-1
the other way, sets up the lob. Otong, so long. Emmanuel Otong with the point of emphasis there. Trying to find some silver lining. Team down 27 still with 8 minutes left in the fourth. Monsieur, pocket left corner, got it. Deadly shot, Ali Monsieur.
Mohawk just does not have an answer for this offense at all.
Case is going to try and respond on the other end. So pair of substitutions coming up from Brendan Sagan and his team in his first year at the helm. Howard's out. Sykes is in, as is Lynch. Monsieur is out. Dolmage out, Case is out. Inbound from Oton and Milos. Martin gets his man moving, stutters into lane, finds a streaky Foster! Matt Foster!
Oh my God, that even had me out of my seat. Oh my goodness.
Matt Foster with the strong take. Ian Smart gets Milos Majan up in air. Momentum Mountaineers. Martin, Ricky Morrison, Milos Majan!
And we have back-to-back dunks by Mohawk College, and that has got this building going.
A timeout on the floor. Brendan Sagan with a smart timeout and a 26-point lead right now for the Saints, who are still all smiles despite the two thunderous dunks we just saw moments ago here at the D-Mark. And I mean, partner, it's been a game of many head-scratching moments, but I mean, no doubters there on those dunks.
Oh man, those were just beautiful. And for the first one, I didn't even think he was going to go in and dunk. There was two defenders there. And I thought he was just going to come in, try to do a layup. But he said, you know what? Nope, I'm going to cram this down your throat.
And the thing is now for Brian Chalker and his squad, they have some life in this building, I would say, for the first time since tip-off. So it's a matter of this next 1 or 2 minutes, what kind of mini run are they going to make here? Yes, they're down 26. What we've seen, they've been down by 27. They came back and won. And you know, in basketball, for the most part, games are never out of the question, especially in today's modern age.
No. You just have to play defense, but it's not impossible to go on a 10-0 run, 12-0 run. You just got to get those stops.
And defense is key because the Saints shot 55% through 3 quarters here at the D-Bar. And that is beautiful. Right off the break, Sykes breaks it. Full court press doesn't work. Foster. Otong. Deep 3, Emmanuel Otong.
And because of the deficit that Mohawk is in, I think the coach has just given their team to have the green light, shoot the ball, get back in this game.
Otong with the floor, too strong. Sykes got it. Sykes trying to find someone, finds Davis. 3-on-2 the other way. No look to Smart. Tried to find it back. Morrison almost with the steal. Davis ends up with it. Checks his footing. 10 on the shot clock. Bounce pass inside. Ian Smart, pretty reverse layup. Ian Smart took that defense apart.
And you know what? That really sucks because they did play amazing defense throughout that whole possession. That was just a really nice take.
So the Saints have cracked the 100-point barrier with 6:30 left here in the fourth. They lead 103-76. Martin in the lane, spins, adjusts underneath, try to find Milos. Turnover for the Mountaineers. The thing is, this Mohawk defense is having to force itself so much on this full court press that it's almost like a fast break every single time they go up the court. Nice little touch pass, Smart. I guess he tried lobbing it on that play. Didn't work out for Lynch on the other end. Morrison creates a contact and finishes against the bigger Sykes. Gomez Jr. tried splitting. He's going to get the foul. Ricky's got to be careful. And Gomez Jr. will draw the foul. A third-year, 6'2" guard out of Pontiac, Michigan. He's been playing big ball here at the D-Bar on your Saturday afternoon/evening. Lynch is going to inbound.
Mohawk still with that full court press, not changing a thing.
Davis, he's got to be careful of the double. Scoops it underneath. Gomez, oh, pretty handoff. Back to Gomez. Oh my goodness, you can't script that. Gomez Jr. and Lynch playing hot potato with the Mountaineers defense.
And Mohawk Mountaineers trying to get themselves back into this game, but they're exposing themselves too much on the defense, trying to anticipate passes maybe that they shouldn't anticipate because they're just getting beat backdoor. They're not good.
The thing is, like, you have to sell out, though, at this point because you're facing such a large deficit.
Right.
It's not 10 or 12 points where you can kind of afford to ride out the shot clock. I mean, at this point, they don't have answers defensively. So, like you said, they're hedging their bets, they're anticipating, and they're having to sell out defensively at this point, which leads to a lot of basically 3-on-2s, 2-on-1s.
Yep.
Those drills you do playing basketball growing up, that's the game right now for the Saints. And the thing is, they're showing patience.
Yes.
Because it's very easy to look at some of these takes and take them right away. But they are extremely patient for the lead they have right now. Harrison with the missed opportunity. Saw the heavens open up. And then the door slammed shut.
He is disappointed with himself on that. He knows he should have made that one.
And we got a tech on Brian Junker. I knew something like this was going to come eventually.
You just get that vibe from he has just not been very pleased at all since the beginning of this game.
Like a firecracker waiting to be lit off.
Actually.
So the Saints should be getting a free throw. Officials conferring right now. So what is going to happen? Gomez Jr. is going to take the free throw on the technical foul, sporting those slick green Nike shoes with the yellow check mark. I'm digging those, to say the least. And then the ball returns to where the point of interruption was. Those sneakers, though, man, reminds me of the Celtics. Like, those are some flashy shoes.
Those are very nice shoes.
Fresh kicks in a fresh game. I mean, he's not Ricky Morrison, who's a Head and Shoulders sponsor.
Yeah.
Still pulling for you, Ricky. Harrison, out of his outstretched arm, still recovers. Martin to Cudjoe. Bodies Ian Smart. That should be a charge. That is the right call.
And they do. He just dropped his shoulder into his chest.
It's like a running back hitting a linebacker in the box for football. Can't start with that shoulder. And the patience running thin right now for the Mountaineers, who are down by 28 points. That's a good call. I completely agree with that call right there.
I can see why he's upset. He's just trying to do the best for his team, trying to draw a foul, but you can't do that. You can't.
I think he absorbed it a little too.
Yeah.
I mean, it is award season in Hollywood. Doesn't get it on that one, though. No, never mind.
Not on that one. That one is a charge.
Aaron Case nominated in multiple categories.
Gomez Jr. with the charge.
forcing the hand, I think, of the pinstripe crew there, to say the least. So the Saints sitting at 14 fouls. Next one would put the Mountaineers in bonus. Miscommunication, Case and Dolmage.
I think he just looked away from the pass before he actually caught the basketball.
He's anticipating, like you said, where he's going to go with the ball. It's something Brian Duffy talked to me about in the women's game. Oh, Foster with the block. But Sykes with the cleanup.
Oh, what a block.
Matt Foster sized up Jawan Lynch on that and said, get that out of here. I haven't seen a lot of blocks in this game either. Dolmage.
Good hustle play by Dolmage, being able to draw the foul as well.
So a little rumble, tumble here in the jungle known as the D-Bar. Willis Paris to check into the game, who started the game on a 10-0 run, on his 10-2 run on his own.
But you know what? He's been kind of quiet since then.
Can I just note on the side, he's got his shorts pulled up like it's the 60s.
Well, you know what? For all we know, it could provide better movement for your legs. I mean, I don't know.
I won't question it. He scored 10 straight off the bat. I've never done that in a game.
He knows what he's doing.
I haven't even done that in a game of pickup. Never mind competitive basketball. Nice little move by Otong. Too strong again for Dolmage.
Trying to do a little bit too much. I feel like he just should have put up the layup there, but I mean.
I can't get over these shorts, man. Like.
And you know what? Every single time they drop lower, he turns them back up.
No look. St. Perry. Willis Paris to Smart. In and out. Otong doubled. Foster to Case. Match up with Monsieur. Underneath to Otong. Okay, here we go. 3-on-1. Otong hustling back. Monsieur. Nice little layup on the left side. Looked off the defender, baited him into that pass. Easy take, Ali Monsieur.
On a 2-on-1, 3-on-1, there's nothing really you can do.
Cuncho. Foster. Got it! The odd 4-point play we may see here. Matt Foster with the emphatic dunk earlier on, and now he'll get the chance for a 4-point play. How many players can say they've done that in the game? A dunk and a 4-point play.
Oh, well, you know what? I wish I could, but I can't even dunk. Let alone, yeah, I know. Let alone that, I might have had a 4-point play in my day.
How about your glory days?
I mean, you know what? I was pretty good. But no, the ups just weren't there. I can't even dunk.
Gotta get like those springs in your shoes, you know?
Or go back to Nike Shocks.
There you go. Now we're talking. Monsieur's got the ball. Saints trying to find something. Foul on the floor. Lynch battling it out with Case.
And they call the foul on St. Clair.
So Lynch is going to end up with it. Steve Foxcroft with a couple of explanations about the fouls there.
But then again, whenever there is a foul, the players never agree with it. It's just the way it is.
It's usually just like a little pat on the behind. It's like, okay, sorry about that one.
Yeah.
That's the only really acknowledgement you get as an official at any single point. This Case heads back to the line.
3 minutes and 19 seconds left in this ball game. It is 110-83 for St. Clair.
Aaron Case, one of 7 Mountaineers averaging double figures on the year. Averages 11.4 to be exact. 72% from the line. Good on that trip. Lead still big though. Can't. Oh, never mind. Couldn't get it on the contact, but Jawan Lynch with the volleyball tip in. The lob to Otong. Oh, my goodness.
We were thinking the exact same thing. That would have been crazy.
I may have dropped the mic.
I would have just turned this off and walked out of the building.
Broadcast is over, folks.
Yep.
Don't worry about the final score. What just happened there? What could have just happened?
We saw what we wanted to see.
And sadly, as much as we joke about that, that's kind of what we've seen to this point, is what could have been for the Mountaineers at this point. Is a lot has been what could have been opportunities. They've never been really able to find their way back into this game.
No.
And one of the guys that might be the player of the game, Gomez Jr., is coming back. That tape kind of falling off his right shoulder slightly by the scorer's table here. He's having a good chuckle. You heard what I said. Oh, Emmanuel Tong.
With a dunk.
And go. Foster, left wing 3, too strong. Monsieur rebound. So pair substitutions coming back for Brendan Sagan and his team. Sykes. Lynch matched up with Case on the right wing, looking for Smart. Smart sets the screen. He's going to seal. They're going to find Willis Paris, and how we started the game may be how we ended the game.
Willis Paris, what a game he is having today.
It's been quiet since that first quarter, but he's made his impact known. Otong doubled in the corner, back to Martin. Bounce pass, Foster. Gets Willis Paris moving. Martin, straightaway 3 over Monsieur off the front rim. So Brendan Sagan calling his substitutions that would have come on, off. That's going to do it. Again! Willis Paris can do no wrong on your Saturday evening, folks. This man, heat check in the building. The bench is emptied for the Saints, and he's all smiles. And that is going to pretty much seal it.
And this is right after I said he started off strong with the 10-0 run by himself. And I said he quieted down a little bit in that second, a little bit of the third quarter. He is right back in it in the fourth.
And he's rewarded with a trip to the bench.
Yes, he deserves a nice rest after this performance.
But, I mean, just what an exclamation point for the St. Clair College Saints. I mean, they're down. They were up 27 the last time these two teams played. They lost in triple overtime at home, never mind you. And for two teams trying to battle for playoff positioning, well, they've got the upper hand now as the benches had been emptied for both sides right now. Brian Jonker as well as Brendan Sagan's squad. Rebounds secured on the play by Dallas Aikens. Setting up on the right wing is Blake Butler. To lane for Aikens. Adjustment, tips back up and in and out of the toilet bowl. Ricky Morrison's got it. Couple of possessions left here in the D-bar. Right wing deep 3. That is too strong by Sheldon Arsenault.
And a foul being called.
6-foot guard out of Sherwood in his first year of eligibility. So a couple fouls coming off at the end here. And the Saints, angelic, the men and the women's squads here at the D-Bar.
And there is
bonus situation. So Javante Mitchell, 6'4" forward out of London, Ontario. We'll head to the line for 2. Hopefully they don't replay the tape on that one at the scrimmage next time.
He hits nothing but air.
We don't have Shaq and the Fool, folks, but that would definitely be on that one.
40 seconds left in this ball game. 120-87 for St. Clair.
Ricky playing with the ball on a string. Ball moved around the perimeter. Harrison's got it. So kick it back out. Morrison's got it now. Fadeaway shot, too strong off the far side. Dolmage rebound, puts it up with the right hand, and that's in. Charles Dolmage with a nice little take near the end of this contest. That will be the last possession as St. Clair will dribble this one out. Blake Butler, the 6'3" guard out of Guelph, Ontario, in his first year, will get the honors of running this clock out as the Saints, the men and the lady squads, walk into the D-Bark and finish off the Mountaineers. Butler hands it off to Steve Foxcroft, and that is the end of the Saturday night contest. The St. Clair College Saints, well, like we said, it was a heavenly performance for his team in Brendan Sagan who were leading by as much as 25 at the early stages of this game, and they put this game to rest. They never gave them a chance to get back in.
No, I mean, ever since tip-off, St. Clair did not pull up. It was just domination since the very beginning of the game, and Mohawk just couldn't capitalize on really anything that they wanted to capitalize on.
Now for the male Mountaineers, well, the next time they play at home is next Tuesday against U of T Mississauga. And partner, I mean, we saw some flashes of some good moments from the Mohawk Mountaineers. Again, it's just they got shocked by the intensity of the Saints right off the bat.
Yeah, I mean, the Saints were giving them full court presses, and again, just like the women's game, just the passes were a little bit too soft, a little bit too careless, and the Saints just capitalized on second chance points and turnover points.
So big picture moving forward, talking to Brian Jonker before the game, he said, well, if they won this game, it was as big a game this season, almost like a playoff game. He said if they won, they only had to win between 2 and 5, 2 out of the 5 of their games moving forward. Well, now the road just got a little tougher as they dropped to 5 and 10. St. Clair improves to 5 and 10. And Brian Jonker thinks his squad is going to have to win at least 4 of the 5 of their next games and get some help from the rest of the OCAA men's division. So next time we find out whether they can do that or not, next Tuesday here on M-Link Sports and Entertainment as they take on U of T Mississauga. For Steve Baxter and myself, Greg Campbell, we'll see you on Tuesday.